Business profession gets you a lot of money, but is very challenging. But even more challenging is the tax aspect of PGBP chapter. A lot of students find it nightmarish. If you find this chapter difficult, I've simplified it for you. This is a video of a fast track class that is happening for September 25 and Jan 26 students. You can watch this video, and if you like it, the link in the description below will help you purchase the fast track class both for DT and GST. You can also purchase them separately, no problem at all. You like it, you want to go into more detailed lectures, then we have a subscription model just like Netflix. Purchase the model and watch whatever group 1 subject chapter you want. You want a more detailed version, then we can also purchase the entire class. All the links are given in the description below. Watch this video. We're simplifying PGBP for CA Inter September 25, Jan 26. Enjoy, guys. Guys, this is where we enter into the land which is a never ending. It starts and it never ends. It is a chapter which is called PGBP. But we have a very different take on PGBP today, and you will be learning PGBP in a very different, in a very interesting and in a very exam oriented way. We'll not be looking at PGBP from a traditional angle that these are income, these are deductions, etc. So let's see how PGBP works. First up, guys, if you've done PGBP a little bit also, you know guys that PGBP sum does not come like a typical sum. It's already solved. Example, there is already a P&L account which they solve and they give it to you that Mr. A is an interior designer. These are his income, these are his expenses, these are adjustments, and you got to find out his total income and his tax liability. Yes. So this is a typical sum which comes, and PGBP can be done well and better if first you do it without sections. So our entire discussion before the break is not going to be on sections. It's going to be on concepts which are asked in the exam, and we have to see from how it's asked in the exam regularly. So PGBP, guys, the incomes are never questioned in the exam. They are already given. For example, an interior designer consultancy fee is a income. For a doctor, his patient's fee is a income. So incomes are always given. You don't have to worry. There are some incomes which you should know, guys. If it's partner salary, it will go to which head of income? PGBP. If it's a fee called non-compete fee, example, a fee I get for not doing something, that will also go under PGBP. So these are some different, slightly different ones which go into PGBP. Anything which has a word called business, guys, that will always go under which head of income, guys? PGBP. All right. Now, guys, here comes the expenses and the most common, guys. Everyone watch here. These are the most common adjustments that come in the exam. In fact, I'm going to be storing this sheet so that you can refer it again, guys. These are the most common adjustments that are asked in the exam, that are repeatedly asked in the exam on PGBP. The first common one is depreciation. Now, in depreciation, what is asked, I'll tell you. They give you depreciation as per books of accounts. Is that the right thing? No. You have to use depreciation as per which act? Income Tax Act. So that is one depreciation adjustment they do. Then sometimes they do wrong depreciation. Guys, wrong depreciation basically means trademark should be depreciated at 25%. They depreciated at 15%. Is that the wrong depreciation way? Yes. Next, sometimes they forget depreciation. So if they've forgotten depreciation, do we have to take depreciation? Yes. And sometimes, guys, all these asset purchases, guys, are taken into the P&L account. I'll give you an example. Laptop purchase 60,000 minus from P&L account. Is that the right thing to do? No. That should go to the balance sheet, and you should take what, guys? Depreciation. Again, that is a part of what, guys? You're forgetting what? Depreciation. So you got to remember the depreciation rates. So for that, guys, let's see, and we are going to revise it like this only, and depreciation section also, but section I'm not focusing right now, so you should remember this as well. And what are the depreciation rates, guys? There are 4 main classes of assets. One of them is building, which is depreciated at 10%, furniture depreciated at 10%, plant and machine depreciated at 15%, intangible assets depreciated at 25%. You know, from the first day of accounts class, you should know that land is never depreciated. And now from today's tax class, you know, goodwill is also not depreciated. So 2 things are never depreciated. Building, what is the rate? 10, but if it's a temporary structure, then it's 40%. And if it's something like a residential building used by office to give their employees, etc., then it is 5%. So those are the varieties in building. Furniture, there is only one variety, which is 10%. Plant and machinery, general rate is 15. So in the exam, they give you only plant and machinery, 15. If they give you motor vehicle, 15. If they give you ships 20, and aircraft goes very fast, so 40. Anything that changes very fast, travels very fast is 40. Books change fast, so 40. Computers change fast, so 40. Anything good for the environment like pollution control equipment, again 40. Life changing or life saving medical devices also 40. Windmills which are good for the environment also 40. So these basically are the rates of depreciation for plant and machinery. Motor vehicle, but if it's used on rental basis, guys, then it's 30%, double the rate. All right. Next, guys, is intangible assets, which is at what rate, guys? 25%. We also have a concept of additional depreciation that is sometimes asked. Additional depreciation is given only to two people if you're in the business of manufacturing or if you're in the business of generation of power. So manufacturer of this pen, will he get additional depreciation? Yes. Additional depreciation is at what rate? 20%. And if you get half this year, 10%, you will get half next year. That comes to a very important point, guys. What if an asset is bought and put to use for less than 180 days? What is less than 180 days, guys? If in the exam they give you any date till 3rd October, till which date? Then you take full year's depreciation. But if they give you any date on or after 4th October, then you get half. If you try and remember both, you'll get confused. So remember which date, 3rd, and remember full year depreciation. Are we okay? All right. Next, guys, this additional depreciation is not given on some assets. Example, guys, this is called sum. Guys, SSOM. It is not given on second hand. So the plant and machine should be new for additional dep. Dep is given on every asset, but additional dep is not given on second hand. It is not given S again, ships and aircrafts. It is not given on office appliances, and if it's not given on motor vehicles. So I'm telling you guys, I manufacture these pens. Guys, depreciation on which assets? All assets. Repeat, depreciation on which assets? But additional depreciation only on assets which are as under, you tell me, on my office appliance. No. Dep I'll get? Yes. On second hand? No. Dep I will get? Yes. Guys, even if it's the fourth hand asset, Dep you will get. But additional Dep is very choosy. It does not apply to these assets. All right. These are some very common adjustments in depreciation. Think of it from an exam perspective, how they ask. Next. The next very common adjustment in the exam is cash payment, guys. Which payment? Guys, there are many expenses. Income in cash, no problem. Because higher the income, higher the tax. So government doesn't say no to incomes, but if you're spending some money in cash, the government says there is a limit of how many thousand? 10,000 per person per day. And if you're paying to a GTA, then what is the limit, guys? 35,000 per person per day. Very common. I'll give you some common exam adjustments. 22,000 salary paid in cash. What do? Not allowed. 33,000. These are all exam adjustments. 33,000 amount paid to a GTA. And there is a rule called Rule 6DD, guys, where there are some exceptions in PGBP, whereby if you're paying in cash to a farmer, to a dairy person, to a fisheries person directly, is it allowed? Yes. Try and recollect with me, guys. Yes. In case of this is you're paying cash, but still it will be allowed. If you're paying to some cottage industry, if you're paying to an employee who's habitually not in office for more than 15 days, there are some exceptions where more than 10,000 will also be allowed. Are we okay? But mainly it is this cash payment adjustment is asked every time. We don't know the section, but this is something that is asked commonly. All right. Let's go to the third one, guys. Something called scientific research expense. Very common adjustment in the exam. Guys, typical businessman will incur some expenses like Yeshas Academy incurs electricity expense, they incur rental expense, they incur repair expense, guys, they incur salary expense. But guys, if your business, you are incurring expenditure on which research? Scientific research, the government gives you some benefits. Here are the benefits, very important, guys. First, you get 100% deduction. How much percent deduction? 100% for any capital expense. Example, if I am doing scientific research and I buy a laptop for 1 lakh, how much deduction will I get? Full 1 lakh. Yes. Second, for any revenue expense, I will get deduction even for the last how many years? 3 years. Even before you start your actual business, even for the research, 3 years. And mostly, guys, when you donate money, what do? When you donate money for scientific research, even then you will get a deduction, even if it's not connected to your business. Example, Yeshas Academy has no connection with scientific research. But tomorrow, if you donate money for Scientific Research Association, will they get the deduction? Yes. This is a concept called SRE, very important in the exam. Guys, I bought this laptop for scientific research, 1 lakh. How much deduction will I get? 1 lakh, 100% deduction, guys. No questions asked. But guys, whenever I sell this laptop, up to the cost they will reverse it, because guys they gave me the reduction so that I use it, not sell the asset. So next year, guys, if I sell this laptop for 80,000, That same amount will be reversed under which head of income? PGBP. What if it's 1 lakh? PGBP. What if it's 1 lakh 5,000? Then up to the cost 1 lakh will go under PGBP and the remaining will go under capital gain. So I'm writing here, guys, sale of scientific research asset. This is another very common adjustment in the exam. If you've given an exam or if you've studied or seen exam questions, you'll know these are the very common adjustments. We now move ahead to other common adjustments. Next. Not very common, but in the exam, there's also a family planning expense. This expense is given only to Indian companies. Only to which companies? And your exam question is never about Indian companies. It is about Mr. A. It is about. So then it's a mistake. If it takes as expense, you have to reverse it. Are we okay? That's keep in mind. Family planning expense, guys, is only given to Indian companies. Let's list down. So I'm reached the fifth adjustment, guys. The fifth adjustment, a very, very common adjustment, is you are donating to political magazines, guys. Which magazines are you donating to? Political magazines, or you are giving advertisement in political souvenirs. Guys, as a businessman, can you donate to political or can you put ads in magazines? Forget political. Can you put ads in magazines? Bangalore Times, Times of India, yes. But guys, if your ad is in a political magazine, that is not allowed. So this is a very common disallowance, which they try and take it, but they're not given. Are we okay with this? Everyone, everyone, everyone. All right. Let's see the next common adjustment. Very, very, very common. Guys, if you are supposed to make a payment to a resident, to whom? Resident, on which you should deduct what? And you don't deduct TDS and pay it by John. Pay it by when? Till John also, if you deduct and pay, no problem, guys. Example, today is the 16th of July. I deduct TDS and I pay it till John. Is that okay, guys? Next year, John, no problem. But if I don't, guys, then how much percent will be disallowed? 30% disallowed. Are we okay with this, guys? Yes. And the same question, if you're paying to whom, or if you're paying outside which country, then you don't deduct what? TDS, then how much will be disallowed? Very, very common adjustment in the exam. All right, we move to the next common adjustment, guys. Doing PGBP like this will be a refreshing change and you will understand PGBP much better from an exam perspective. Guys, any provisions, any whatever name you call, provision for Diwali expense, provision for bad debt, provision for this, provision for that, provision for gratuity, guys, is not allowed. All your provisions are completely disallowed. Guys, what is the word? Disallowed. Can we repeat? Any provision? Disallowed. Actual expense? Allowed. But provisions will not be allowed. Are we okay? This is another adjustment. This is seventh. Let's move to the next adjustments. So cash, yes. Very, very, very important adjustment. I'm a businessman. As a businessman, can I pay GST? Yes, it's an expense. I'm a businessman. For my office building, can I pay municipal tax? Yes, it's an expense. Can I pay customs duty? Yes. So any tax, guys, repeat with me. Any tax. Example, GST. Which other tax? Municipal tax, etc. are allowed as what, guys? Deduction. Are allowed as what? Deduction. So in the exam, if they say GST paid, allowed. Municipal tax paid for office. Municipal tax for house? No, then you can't minus it here, you have to minus it in IFHP. But there is one tax, guys, I'm writing except income tax. If you pay income tax, which you should as a businessman, but that is disallowed, so you will not get a deduction for the income tax, guys. Yes, everyone. What about if you pay interest on income tax? Even that is not allowed. What if you get a refund on income tax? Even that is not an income. Only when you earn interest on the refund. Only when you earn interest on the refund, that will go under IFOS. I'm writing here, guys, interest earned. Repeat, guys, interest on what tax, guys? Income tax will be taxable under which head of income, guys? IFOS. Everyone, everyone, everyone. This is a very, very common adjustment in the exam. So this is income taxes. So this is the eighth one. Let's move on to the ninth one. Yes, just check, guys. When we start solving sums, you will see a lot of these coming in the exam. So these are some very, very common adjustments that happen in the exam. All right. Next, something very peculiar, but you have to understand, guys. As a businessman, can you also be an employer? Example, guys, Reliance. Are they doing a business? Also, do they employ people? Yes. So they contribute to their provident fund. To whose fund, guys? Provident fund. They also contribute to their National Pension Scheme. They also contribute to a gratuity fund. Can we repeat, guys, everyone? Guys, Reliance has lakhs of employees. They contribute to the employees' provident fund or NPS, or gratuity fund. The government says, I'll give you a deduction for these, but only if it is paid. Only if it is paid. So you have to pay by John, only then you get a deduction. This is whose contribution? Master's contribution. Whose contribution, guys? Master. Master, means employer, guys. Master's contribution, but only when it's paid. We go to the 10th one. Again, a very, very important one. Guys, I'm a businessman. We run Yeshas Academy. There is rent payable. Can I take a deduction? Yes, because we follow something called accrual system accounting. Which method of accounting? Accrual. Guys, I'm supposed to pay salary payable. Will I get a deduction? Yes. So please tell me, guys, any payable expense, guys, repeat, any payable expense, are they allowed as a deduction? Yes, they are allowed as a deduction because you've not paid, but it is payable. But there is an exception, guys, and the exception is given in a section called 43B. Very, 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 very important right now. So please tell me, I'm giving you 2, 3 expenses. Rent payable, allowed. Electricity payable. Salary payable. Yes. But section 43 says there are 5 expenses. The shortcut is M3. What is the shortcut, guys? M3. These 5 expenses you will get as a deduction only when you pay. Don't need to pay tonight. You need to pay by John. So I'm giving an example, guys. This is first interest to banks. This is interest to banks, financial institutions, NBFCs. Will I get a deduction? Only when I pay. Pay, take a screenshot, show it to the government, they'll give you a deduction. That was a joke, guys. Yes. Next. If you're paying to the employees PF, NPS, and gratuity fund, again you need to pay. Next, if you're paying to the railways, again you need to. If you're paying any sort of taxes, you'll get a deduction only when it's paid. Can we repeat M3, guys? I for interest, E for employees, all these funds, R for railways, T for tax. Of course, income tax, even if you pay, you don't get a deduction. And the latest interest is MSME, guys. What is the latest entrant? Guys, everyone, you will tell me what is the full form first of MSME. Micro, small and medium enterprise. Micro means the smallest. Then it's slightly bigger, which is called small. Then it is called medium, and then it is called enterprise. It's like your phone, guys. iPhone 16, then iPhone 16 Pro, and then iPhone 16 Pro Max. Same way, guys, it goes here. Guys, medium enterprises don't need any protection, so ME will not have any protection. But for micro and small enterprises, guys, they are very small entities. The government says, listen, to these people, please pay on time. Please pay on. Very important discussion happening, guys. Who is independent? Medium enterprises, yes, but micro and small, they are very, very tiny enterprises. They need some protection. So the government said, listen, you need to pay these guys on time. 3 people or 2 people? Only 2, micro and small. How soon do I need to pay them? I'll give you an example. If I have done some work with a micro and small enterprise, example, this micro and small enterprise has provided me these ACs in Yeshas Academy. Yeshas Academy, if you want a deduction, or they have repaired the ACs, if you want a deduction, then please pay them as per agreement. As per what? Or maximum 45 days. Or maximum how many days, guys? 45 days. Example, if they provide me services today and as per agreement is 32 days, as per agreement 32. As per agreement 42, then? As per agreement 52, then? No, 45. So you have to pay them within how many days? 45 days or agreement, whichever is lower. Yes. And if there is no agreement, everyone, if there is no agreement, example, I just called them up, they're doing the work for me, then guys, you need to pay them within how many days, guys? 15 days. Why did you enter into agreement? 15 days. Everyone okay? So please tell me, this is protection for 3 people or 2 people? Only micro and small. If there is an agreement, 45. So the shortcut is 45A. What is the shortcut, guys? 45. 45 days or as agreed, whichever is lower. And if there is no agreement, 15 days. All right, everyone online now also, this is very, very important. Now, sir, what is the definition of a micro or small enterprise? Guys, a micro enterprise with the sales are 1 crore. Sales are small enterprise sales into 5 crore. A micro enterprise is where the assets are worth, guys, 5 crore into 5, 25 crore. Are we okay? So it's a 5 times thing. So from micro to small, what is the into 5? Sales is 1 crore, their sales is 5 crore. Assets is 5 crore, then it is 25. Are we okay? These are called micro and small enterprises. This is a very, especially now with micro and small, guys, very, very important adjustment. So how will this be asked in the exam? I'll give you an example. On the 25th of March, you bought some goods from a micro enterprise and you have not paid them till the month of June. Will you get the deduction? No. And when will you get this deduction, guys? Whenever you pay. All right, everyone. Guys, you bought some from a small enterprise. You bought it on 25th March. You paid them on 2nd April. Will you get the deduction? Yes. I'll tell you how to check. First, check how many days you paid them in. Roughly about how many days you paid them? 25th March to 2nd April. 7 days. Is it lower than 15 days, 45 days? Then it's allowed as a reduction. All right. This is the next adjustment, everyone. All right, going to the next one, guys. Keep your eyes open. About 15 or 20 adjustments. It won't take too much time to learn these 15, 20 adjustments. The next one. Guys, if someone does not pay me in business, is it called bad debt? Yes. The government says if there's any actual bad debt, what kind of bad debt? Actual. Really, someone is not paying you, then you can take a deduction for what purpose, guys? Bad debt. Let's take an example, guys. Out of 100 students, guys, 5 students did not pay. We took the turnover 100 students into 1 lakh. What is the turnover of the batch, guys? 1 crore. We took 1 crore as our income. But out of that, how many students did not pay? 5 lakh. So, guys, we will get a deduction of how many lakhs, guys? 5 lakh, because this is called which bad debt? Actual bad debt. After this, guys, next year, those 5 students, one student came back and said, listen, I want to pay. Sorry, I did not pay that time. And he pays 1 lakh rupees. Is that bad debt recovery? That is taxable. What is that word called? Bad debt recovery. It will be taxed in the year of receipt. These two are very easy to understand. Now hear me out well. Guys, you told the government your batch size and your income from the batch is how many crore? 1 crore. You told the government how many students did not pay? 5. So you wanted to pay tax only on 95. Hear it carefully, guys. Your batch income was 1 crore. Guys, what is your expense? Sorry, what is your bad debt? 5 lakhs. So you wanted to pay tax only on 95. The government says, sorry. I don't think 5 students have not paid you. I can see 1 student has paid you. Income tax officer is saying that. And out of 1 crore, guys, he gave you a deduction only of 3 lakhs. So he taxed you on how many lakh, guys? 97. That means he's already taxed you on how many lakh? 2 lakhs. Now, any subsequent recovery up to 2 lakh will not be taxed again. Now, guys, those students came back and paid you 1 lakh 80,000. No tax. Those students came back and paid you 2 lakh 80,000. On 2 lakh, no tax because already tax 80,000 taxable. Again, a very, very important adjustment from an exam perspective. Yes. Guys, keep thinking about it. If you have any doubts around this, do let me know. Yes. All right. Next. Guys, in business, there are some businesses which are called specified business. Guys, which business are these, guys? Specified. A little attention on the screen of specified business. Do we have a list of specified business? Yes. I'll just give you a list. Super fast bikes can cover 3 hospitals, 3 workshops, 3 institutions. Don't worry about the entire words. Just remember the main word. If you are into slum development or slum redevelopment, you break down huts and you make buildings, then which business? Specified. If you manufacture fertilizer, if you're into honeybees, storage and bee guys, all that, everyone. S for slum, F for fertilizers, B for beekeeping. This is, guys, cross country pipeline for transporting oil from your some factory to your petrol pump. Yes. Or if you're in the business of cold chain facility, which facility? These kind of businesses are called which business, guys? Specified business. Next, guys, is a hospital of 100 beds minimum, a hotel which is 2-star minimum, and a housing project which is affordable. Next, if you have a warehouse of sugar, warehouse of, sir, whatever I'm selling sugar, no, that is not specified business. Otherwise, every general store is specified business. Yes. So if you're in the warehouse of sugar or warehouse of agricultural produce or water fabrication, we basically use water to cut some things, then that is specified business. And if you're into iron ore transportation of what? For steel production, iron ore transportation. Or inland, guys, there is container depot whereby bus stays at a bus depot. Same way export and import happens to an inland container depot. Or infrastructure development. On which development? Guys, that these businesses are called specified business. 0.0001% chance they will not tell you in the exam. Most exams they have told you this is a specified business. But sir, what about a specified business? Guys, specified business, keep it separate. Because example, I have a warehouse of sugar. The government says, tell me the income from that warehouse of sugar. I told the government my income from the warehouse of sugar is how many lakh? 25 lakh. My expense of salary is how many lakh? 1 lakh. My electricity expenses how many lakh? 1 lakh. But that warehouse, that building I bought for 22 lakhs. How many lakhs? Ideally, I should get depreciation. Ideally, I should get. But here, guys, I get 100% deduction. So how much was the building for? 22 lakh, I get full deduction. Unless it is land. Unless it is land. 100% deduction. 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 So specified business also, like scientific research, you get how much percent deduction, guys? 100%. Are we okay with this, guys? Yes. This is a very unique special business, but there is one request. Please don't sell these assets for how many years, guys? 7 years. So if you have a warehouse of sugar, keep that building for warehouse of sugar or any other specified business for how many years? 7. So what if I sell it within 7 years? Same thing. I bought the building for 22 lakh. If I sell it up to 22 lakh, PGBP, about 22 lakh, capital gain. All right. So this specified business, I'll tell you common question in the exam. Specified business, you bought some building, how much deduction? Full. And keep it separate. If I have two business, keep the specified business separate. Are we okay? Everyone. All right. Next. So we've reached till 12. We'll store this sheet, guys, because we're writing it well and we're understanding also well. I'm just hoping it does not disappear. Okay, it won't. So this is the next one, guys. This is the 13th one. Guys, next expense. So it's very important. Guys, Yeshas Academy put, this is the building. Outside the building, they extend the building illegally. What did they do? Illegal. And guys, the BBMP fined them and they had to pay a fine of 1 lakh rupees. Can they take that as business expense? No. Any expense which is illegal, any expense which is, or which is bad in law, or which is, example, secret commission, any fines, any penalty, guys. The word, if the word in the exam is a fine, or if the word in the exam is a penalty, all that is not allowed. It is fully disallowed. Now I am giving you some examples. You tell me, is it allowed or is it not allowed? I paid GST late, so I had to pay some interest. Allowed. I had a GST, some mistake I did, so I had to pay a penalty. Not allowed. Guys, so it is basically, if there is infraction of law, guys, what is the word? Everyone, I'm writing the word. You tell me what is the word again? Infraction of what? Law. The word they say is, you have basically, infraction means violated any law, then that amount will not be allowed as a deduction. But if they say it's compensatory in nature, what is the word, guys? Compensatory. Example, you did not pay GST on time, so you had to pay some interest. Is it compensation? Compensatory? That is allowed as a deduction. Are we okay? So I'm giving you two examples. You tell me, guys. Customs duty penalty paid 1 lakh. Not allowed. Delay in customs duty interest paid, which is compensatory. Late fee pays in GST. Late fee pays in GST. Allowed. Late fee is just compensatory. It is just, sometimes they give you compensatory, but remember, guys, any late means you're just compensating for the delay, that is allowed. Anything that is violation is penalty, that is not allowed. Are we okay? Very important concept here. This is the 13th one. Let's see if we can go to the 14th one. All right. Anything else? Just one second. Let me pause this. Okay, guys, one, two more, and then we can take a break, guys. Here, we're almost completed with disallowances. When we come back, we have other presumptive income and all that, and audit. Everyone on the screen here, guys. Yes, guys, your PF account. You work with Reliance. You work with Reliance. Your PF account. Can you also put money? Can your master also put money? The master will get the deduction if he puts in money, but he has to put the money by John. Your money, guys, John basically means return filing due date. Your money, if you tell Reliance, basically, let's say your monthly salary is 1 lakh. What is your monthly salary? 1 lakh. You have signed an agreement with Reliance that out of 1 lakh, you pay me only 90. You pay me only. What about the 10,000? You told Reliance, you paid into my PF account. Guys, that is called slave's contribution. Which contribution? Slave basically means employee in my language, guys. Slave's contribution. How much? Example, how many rupees? 10,000. What if Reliance does not pay or pay late? So the government says that we will give you a deduction. Guys, Reliance will get the deduction of that 10,000, guys, only and only when they pay by the next month. By which month? So hear me out, guys. Employees contribution. Whose contribution? Employees contribution to PF for the month of June paid on 2nd July. Will they get a deduction? 2nd August? No. They have to. This slave's contribution, it's not your money. It's not Reliance's money. It's the employee's money. So it had to be paid by monthly due date. Which due date? Exam in the question. Guys, you paid this of the year 23-24 or 24-24. You paid it after 4 months. Will you get the deduction? No. Very common. This is another one which is very common. And anything else? Yes. One more. Yes. Guys, if I'm a businessman, I trade in shares. What do I trade in? Shares. And when I trade in shares on the Bombay Stock Exchange, etc., I pay STT. What do I pay, guys? STT. It's STT is equivalent to a toll which you pay on the highway. Highway is nice. To use that nice road, you pay a toll. Same way you pay what? STT and CTT. S for Securities, C for commodities. That is allowed as a deduction. But only in which head of income, guys? PGBP. Are we okay with this, guys? Yes. There's one more. I'll explain that also. Yes. Guys, sometimes your employees takes voluntary retirement. What do they take, guys? Voluntary retirement. So you make a voluntary retirement scheme and you pay them money. Example, one employee got retired and you pay them voluntary retirement of 10 lakh rupees. How much? The government says this deduction we will give you, but we will not give you full, we will give you in 5 parts. So what happens in the exam? In the exam, they sometimes write that you've taken the full deduction. If you've taken the full deduction, then you have to do the needful, you have to correct it. And guys, the last 15, 16, 17th I'm writing here before we take a break. Guys, they always and always give you a PNL and you have to do all the corrections. But sir, how will they make the PNL? Guys, there are two methods of making the PNL. One is accrual and one is cash. Guys, everyone, there are two methods of accounting. The most common one is which one, guys? Accrual. Example, I'll give you an example. In accrual system of accounting, rent payable allowed as deduction. Income receivable, income. Guys, 1 minute. Income receivable is also income, rent payable is also expense. So in accrual, guys, even if it's not paid, will you allow a deduction? Yes, I'm giving you two examples. You are following accrual system of accounting, salary payable allowed. Are we okay? Interest payable to a money lender allowed. So except that 43B, those otherwise you are allowed even if it's payable. But in cash system of accounting, guys, you have to follow cash, guys. What is the shortcut here, guys? Follow cash. Everyone, follow what? Cash. I'm giving you some examples. If they give you cash system of accounting and they say rent payable, then you'll not give a deduction. Salary payable, no, hear me out well. Rent paid of this year 1 lakh. Next year also rent paid advance for 2 months 20,000. How much deduction? 1 lakh 20. Because guys, here we don't have to see, here you have to follow the cash. If it's paid, you will take it as a deduction. And here guys, the shortcut is follow the year. What is the shortcut? Follow the year. Accrual system of accounting. Rent paid of this year 1 lakh. Rent paid of next year 20,000. Only 1 lakh because follow the year. If you are confused, accrual is the most common one. Follow the year first. Cash is an exception. Giving you one to more examples. In cash system of accounting, guys, you guys are accrual, you guys are cash system. Cash system of accounting, fees received from clients in advance. Yes, or follow the cash. Got the cash? It's your income. You guys, accrual system of accounting, fees received from the clients in advance. No. Next year's income will go in next year. Follow the year. Are we okay with this? So these are about 17 adjustments. When we come back from the break, we'll see if there's anything more. Otherwise, guys, when we come back from the break, we'll talk about things like presumptive income. We'll talk about things like who needs to go for audit. We'll talk about some additional points if there are. And once we are comfortable with the common adjustments is when we will go to the questions. Yes. All right. It's 17 and the 17th adjustment also. I don't know how it happened, but we're taking a break right now. I'll be back and you'll be back at 5 minutes to 6. Yes. A little before 6. Try and get yourself back so we can continue. I'm keeping this video as pause because I'm going to make PGBP as one video only so that you can watch it chapter wise. All right, guys, I'm pausing and playing that video. Recording is on and we are at a chapter which is a lot of hype, which is a lot of dealing with PGBP. People delay that we'll do it later. And ultimately, guys, they get too scared of a chapter called PGBP, but we're trying to do it slightly differently. This is where we are. Now, guys, I'm moving ahead. We are done with some adjustments, which were about 17 adjustments is what we had done. And these are some common adjustments. If you study it from this angle also, it is pretty convenient. So you don't have to actually go all out and just be at these adjustments itself. Yes. So now we move to the next adjustments. As and when I think about it, I will put it up. Guys, this is the 18th one. So 10th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th one. Guys, sometimes there are expenses which are personal in nature. So example, if I have a car and I'm using it for business purpose also and personal purpose also, will that be allowed as a deduction? Yes, but only proportionately. So any personal expenses, guys, these personal expenses unfortunately are not allowed. And any other head also, guys. Example, if I'm paying municipal tax for my house, is that allowed as a deduction under PGBP? No. So any personal expenses or any expenses of other heads, guys, are disallowed. Basically, that means from PGBP you have to remove it. Yes, I'll give you some expenses. Guys, municipal tax paid for house property will go under which head? House property. Personal expenses incurred, example, tuition fee paid for children will go to deductions. So it will come out from here. So any personal expenses, sometimes it's also proportionate. They give you in the exam 20% of the motor car were used for personal purpose. So then you cannot take 20% because it is disallowed. So this is another one. Now we go to the 19th one. As in when I'm recollecting, I will keep talking to you about some of the other deductions that are very commonly seen in the exam. Yes. Guys, if I have a business and there is Yeshas Academy, and I basically am looking to expand or set up a new business, and I incur certain expenses. Example, Yeshas Academy, connected to that only, we are starting a new educational institution, let's say, for let's say science background people, guys, and we attempt to start that institute. We do some expenses, but it does not happen. So it's a project that we were trying to start, but did not happen. Will those expenses be allowed as a reduction? Slightly different. Most of you guys don't know about this. Yes, as long as it's connected to your other business, guys, it'll be allowed as a reduction. But guys, if Yeshas Academy as a business decides to start a restaurant, hotel, and they incur that expenditure, can they take that as a reduction? No. So guys, any project, repeat guys, any project which is not actually fruitful, which is not finalized, but it's connected to your other business, guys, in that, will you be allowed as a reduction? Yes, that expense will be allowed as a reduction. I'll tell you what happens here. Example, I want to take an abroad holiday, and abroad holiday, I want to go to Singapore and come back, and I want to spend 3 lakh rupees there. Is that allowed as an expenditure? No. So people fool the government and the Income Tax Act by saying I'm going there for a new business venture and then take a deduction. The government says no. If the business venture is connected to your existing business, give us proof, we'll allow you deduction, but a new different business venture, we will not give you as a deduction. All right. This is the 19th one. Now let's go to the 20th one. Anything else that is specific here? All right. Now let's step ahead. By stepping ahead, we have a point called audit. Arranging accounts or maintaining books of accounts is not a big deal, guys. Most businessmen above a certain level will maintain books of accounts. Example, guys, there is a coffee shop here, Alchemy Coffee. Will they be maintaining books of accounts? Yes. Guys, next to that, there is a car detailing showroom. Will they be maintaining books of accounts? Yes. So maintaining books of accounts has never been and will never be a question in the exam, because almost 99.99% decently big businessmen will have to maintain books of accounts. But what could be a question is subject to what, guys? Audit. Are you subject to audit or not? So here is a question and here is a section, guys. The section is section 44AB, guys. Audit the books is a section, and they say that as a professional, if your turnover in the year is more than how many lakh? 50 lakh. And as a businessman, if your turnover is more than how many crore, guys? 1 crore, then you will go in for audit. Sir, why will they ask this question? I'll tell you, guys. The moment you have to go for an audit, your due date is not July, guys. Your due date is what? October. Are we okay? So in the exam, if you're wondering, oh, this guy, what is the due date, whether it's July or October, then check if he's subject to audit. If he's subject to audit, then he'll have a due date of October. That means he can make all those payments till October. If he's not subject to audit, then he has to make all the payments till July. That's one reason why you have to look for audit. Now this 50 lakh, guys, limit has been increased and they made it 75 lakh. And this 1 crore has been increased and made it 10 crores. But these new limits, guys, I call them new limits. These limits are subject to a condition. The government says we'll give you these limits. That means up to these limits, you don't have to go for audit. That means your money is saved. But these limits you will get only if your cash payments, and your cash receipts, guys, both are up to 5%. Up to how much percent? So cash payments divide by total payments up to how much percent? 5. And cash receipts divided by total receipts also have to be 5%. This is not and or, this is and. That means both have to be up to 5%. All right. So dividing the class, you guys use a lot of cash. Then your limit is 50 lakh and 1 crore. You guys don't use cash at all or very less cash. Then what is the limit here, guys? 75 lakhs or 10 crore. Just one second. Call which I need. Another section that we have to now, sir, how does this asked in the exam? I'll tell you how this is asked in the exam. They will give you a question on Mr. A and they will say Mr. A is an interior designer. His turnover in the year is 1 crore 5 lakhs. 1 crore 5 lakh. And then they will say that he has made an interest payment to a bank. He's made it in the month of August after the year ends. Will he get that as a deduction? So let's connect the dots. His turnover is 1 crore, 5 lakh. Will he have to go for audit? Yes. So his due date is October. He's paid the interest to the bank in August. So will he get the reduction? Yes. So that's how they connect this audit point. Yes. Otherwise, they don't ask you very detailed audit point, but this is what the audit point looks like. All right. Now going to the next one. This is 21. All right. I don't know why I didn't write the numbers and I wrote Roman numbers. Now I'm stuck with Roman numbers. Yes. So this is Roman number 21. Let's talk about presumptive income, guys. Which income? Presumptive income. Guys, presumptive income has come as an independent question also and has come as an indirect question also. I'll give you both perspectives. First, let's recap presumptive income, guys. If you're a businessman, then you will fall under section 4480. All businessmen fall under this section, except commission agents can't take this section. And if you're a GTA, goods transport agent, then you can't use this section. If you're a professional, then you'll use section 44 ADA, and if you're a transporter, you're always on the expressway, you'll use section 44 AE. We'll start with 44A because this was a direct question in the exam. In the exam, they'll give you some person called Mr. A, Miss A, some lady, some partnership firm, some entity, and they will say that you have some goods and you have some trucks, guys. What do you have? Trucks. Any goods, vehicles, guys, trucks, tempos, etc. And they will say, can you use 44AE? So let's understand 44AE can be used if you have up to 10 goods vehicle. Up to how many goods vehicles, guys? 10. That means, guys, can I use it if I have 9 goods vehicles also, 8 also, but I can't use it if I have 11. Guys, it is ownership not put to use. Example, if I own 12 goods vehicles and I put to use 10, can I use this? No. Guys, it's otherwise everyone will say I have 14 vehicles, but I'm putting to use only 10. Yes. So this is only when you own up to how many goods vehicles, guys? 10 goods vehicles. Here, the vehicles are divided into two parts. One is light and medium. So basically, I say all trucks are light and medium only. Then in that case, it is 7,500 per month per vehicle. Example, if I've used the vehicle for the entire year, it will be 7,500 into what? 12. That is supposed to be my profit. Are we okay? What if I use it from July 16th? Will I include July also? Yes. April, May, June I will not take. So guys, 7,500 into how many months? 9 months. And if it's a large or a heavy vehicle means a vehicle which weighs more than 12 tons. More than how many tons? 11 tons? No. 12 tons? No. More than 12 tons. RTP, MTP question, 20-ton truck. Then in that case, it is 1,000 per ton. Guys, it is 1,000 per. Example, guys, if it's a 18-ton vehicle, then 18 ton means 18,000 into the whole year is how much, guys? 2,60,000. Are we okay? Into 12. Everyone, 15 tons, 15,000. 16 ton, 16,000. But anything less than 12 ton or up to 12 ton will be 7,500. Guys, the best part about this is called ARP. If you follow this presumptive section of 44A, you don't have to arrange accounts, you don't have to go for audit, and you have to show fixed profits. Can I show higher profits? Yes. Sir, how will this question be asked in the exam? They will give you a person, they'll give you some random trucks, and they'll give you two dates. Date of ownership, date of put to use. Which date will you ignore? Put to use. You will only see how many months you owned it and you will multiply and get the answer. Guys, then they will give you two options. As per 44A, your income is coming to 10 lakhs. How many lakhs? As per books of accounts, your income is coming to 9 lakhs. Which one would you choose, guys? 9 lakhs. Guys, it's like Google Maps. One is showing 10 minutes, one is showing 9 minutes. Which one will you choose? 9 minutes. Same way, guys, here presumptive income is not a compulsion. It is a choice. Yes, it's like two ways. You can choose presumptive income as long as it's lesser than your books of accounts, then it is a choice. Are we okay with this? Yes. Let's go to 44AD. First, we'll understand, then we'll see how it comes in the exam. 44AD is only and only for whom, guys? Professionals. If you're a professional and you're a small professional, that means your turnover is up to how many lakh? 50 lakh. And you have to be resident individual and your turnover has to be up to 50 lakh. That is a shortcut. That means you are right. And the government says, listen, yeah, we have a nice scheme for you. You tell us your turnover up to 50 lakh. So example, if your turnover is 40 lakh, then the government says we'll take profit at what rate? 50%. Let's take a very random example. Your turnover is, guys, 42 lakhs. How much is your turnover? So then what is your profit going to be assumed as, guys? 21 lakhs. Are we okay? Just divide it by half. Can I show more profits? Yes. And guys, here also up, guys, you don't need to go for accounts. You don't need to go for audit and you have to show fixed profits. Sir, how will this be asked in the exam, guys? How this will be asked in the exam is, he does not want to go for audit. He does not want to go for audit. Then which method he has to follow? Presumptive income. Are we okay? Anyone who does not want to go for audit, if in the exam they say Mr. A wants to avoid the formalities of audit, then you have to go to which income? Presumptive. And the most common is 44AD, where if you're a businessman, who are you? Then the government says, you tell me your turnover. The turnover should be up to a certain limit and we will assume your profit to be 8%. Yes. If the money, example, you're a businessman selling food items, selling laptops, etc., and the money comes in the bank account, then we can also assume only how much percent? 6%, which is great because lower percentage. Yes. So 8 and 6%. Here, what is percentage? 50. Here also it is up. That means, guys, here also you don't have to go for accounts, no audit and fixed profits. Guys, hear me out well. As per presumptive income, 8% your profit comes out to be 3 lakh. How much? But when you maintain your books of accounts, your profit came out to be 2 lakh 70. Which one will you assume, guys? 2 lakh 70. Are we okay? Whichever is low. So again, guys, presumptive income is not compulsion. It is one of the ways to calculate your income from PGBP. Yes. How many heads of income? 5. Guys, I have 10 lakh profit from each head of income. In which head of income can I use presumptive? Only PGBP. Guys, no other head of income has any presumptive. Only in PGBP, to make life simpler, they have a concept of presumptive income. Now, again, sir, how is this asked in the exam? I'll tell you how is this asked in the exam. Guys, in the exam, there was a question where they give you a full P&L account of this person. P&L account means, will there be incomes? Yes. Will there be expenses? And finally, there was a profit, guys, and you calculated his PGBP and his total income based on that. The second part of the question was that if this same person chooses presumptive income, then what will be his total income, guys? In that case, all the 4 heads of income, the income is the same. In the earlier one and the next one, guys, heads of income is the same 4. Only one head of income will change, which is PGBP. So you have to take his turnover and multiply it by what rate, guys? In the exam, they said all the money is in the bank account into what rate? 6%. And then, guys, you have to give another total income. So can the total income change? Yes. Repeating. Presumptive income as a concept impacts which head of income? Only PGBP, no other head of income. And guys, once you've taken 8%, example, my turnover is 1 crore. How much is my turnover? 1 crore. What is 8%? 8 lakh. After that, in PGBP head, I cannot minus any expense. No further depreciation, no unabsorbed depreciation, nothing. But can I set off my losses? Yes, because that's from another head. Presumptive income only follows which head of income, guys? PGBP. Are we okay with this? Yes. So this is presumptive income. Now, guys, this is 21st point. I'm saving all this, guys. So this is part 2, which I just finished. This is 21. Now we move to 22nd point. This is 20 and second point. All right. I'm just thinking of what other additional points can be. Yesterday, while we were solving sums, I'll give you an example of a sum and I'll take both your rows and call both of you all into example, guys. You are a businessman and you are into real estate. What are you? Real estate. You sell apartments. These guys buy apartments. You are selling an apartment to them, which is a 1 crore apartment for 30 lakhs. For 30 lakhs. Guys, talk to them first. Is it for them IB? Yes. What is the inadequate benefit they are getting of 70 lakhs? Will it be taxable? Yes. They will be taxed under IFOS. Now coming to you. For you, this same thing will be taxed under a section called 43 CA. Guys, what is the section? 43 CA. Guys, this is a section which has been asked in the exam and can be asked again also. This is only and only when you deal in land and building. You're dealing in what? Land and building. So everyone hear me out. You guys are dealing in land and building. What is your selling price as per your books, guys? You are selling the apartment for 30 lakh. The government says, listen, I will not take this. I will take this or the stamp duty value, whichever is higher. What if you have two stamp duty values? You will take whichever is lower as long as these guys have paid you some advance other than cash, bearer, check and cross. Same concept here. So you tell me, guys, now there's only one stamp duty value. The government says, listen, you are saying your selling price is 30, but I'll take what? 1 crore because whichever is higher. I know otherwise you're lying. Guys, what if the apartment is for 1 crore, you sell it for 1 crore 20 lakh? No problem. Higher income is not a problem, only if it's lower. Guys, what if this is 80 lakh? Then the government will take 80. What if this is 40 lakh? The government will take. What if this is 31 lakh? Then the government will take. The government says, listen, don't worry. We always give you a 10% margin. So 30 lakh plus 10%. If it's fitting in 33, guys, we'll believe you. If it's not fitting in the 10% margin, guys, we'll not believe you. Are you okay? You guys also got 10% margin. You guys are also getting 10% margin. This is a section called section 43 CA. Someone here, I don't know, Pranit or someone had asked it out on 43 CA. Guys, that day we had done a question of Hari and Rajesh. Hari was a real estate dealer and he was selling a property to Rajesh. And we had done the question from Rajesh's perspective. Today we can do it from Hari's perspective also. Hear me out well, guys. You guys are Hari. I know the questions. I'm going to tell you. You are saying the sale consideration is 90 lakh. How much is it? There are two stamp duty values, if you remember. One was 150 lakh, one was 140 lakh, and these guys had paid you through cross check, guys. So which can you take? 140? No, you will have to take. And please tell me, 90 or 150, which one will the government take? 150. 90, 10% is not meeting. So you will have to pay, you will have to show excess income of how many lakh, guys? 60 lakh. Yes, this is a section called section 43 CA. Everyone okay with this? All right. Now, guys, 23rd. I'm removing this because when I save it, guys, you will understand this 43 CA land and building. And this is a margin of what, guys? 10%. And you will always compare your sale price versus the stamp duty value. All right. Now we go to the next point, which is the 23rd point, and let's see what is in the 23rd point. Yes. Yeah. Guys, can I use random rates of depreciation in income tax? No. The rates of depreciation are fixed. But the government says your cost of asset also you cannot manipulate. Example, guys, if I'm buying this laptop for 1 lakh rupees and for the installation of software I paid 5,000 rupees, what is my cost? 1 lakh 5. Are we okay? So, guys, we are talking of a small concept called cost of asset. I'm giving you an example. You tell me what will be my cost of the asset. My purchase price of an asset is 10 lakh. Guys, will 10 lakh go to my balance sheet? Plus, guys, the transportation cost of getting this to my factory is 1 lakh. Will you add 1 lakh also? Plus installation, this is 1 lakh. Will you add this also? Yes. So basically all costs till the asset is put to use will be totaled up and will be put into the balance sheet on which you will calculate depreciation. I'm giving you some very unique cost. When you imported this asset, you paid stamp duty of 1 lakh. Will you add that also? Yes, not stamp duty, customs duty. Next, to buy this asset, you took a loan, and on the loan, you're paying interest of 60,000. Will you add that also? Yes, but only the interest up to the date of put to use. All this will be added, and then the value will be taken to the balance sheet. I am putting the asset to use today, 16 July. From tomorrow onwards, the interest will go into P&L. Hear me out well, everyone. Very important question. Guys, I am buying an asset which on loan. Where will the interest go? Up to the date of put to use. That means till you using it, till the date you start using it, that amount will go to the balance sheet. After that, the amount will go to the P&L. And guys, if I get a subsidy means the government or someone gives me some money back. Example, how much did I pay for this machine? 10 lakh. Government says I'll pay you 1 lakh back. So then I've only paid how many lakh, guys? 9 lakh. So any subsidy has to be minus. Any interest has to be added till you're putting it to use. And guys, if there is any other cost, also you have to add everything. Everyone, guys, I'm giving you an example. So on this custom duty I paid was 1 lakh. How much custom duty? 1 lakh. The customs department gave me a credit back of 10,000. Then I will only add 90,000. Are we okay? This is called cost of asset. Anything else? This is 23rd. Let's see now. Any question on 24th adjustment? Just let's check. Yes. Guys, there are some incomes which are called deemed incomes. Which are called what, guys? Deemed. Basically, they're not very apparent. They are indirect incomes. They are called deemed incomes. I have a small shortcut for deemed incomes, guys. Here it is ABCD, guys. What is the shortcut? ABCD. Very simple, guys. I have to pay someone. I'm a businessman. I have to pay someone for an expense, and that person cancels my liability, guys. Is that indirectly my income? Yes, it will be added into PGBP. I have a bad debt, and that bad debt I'm recovering, guys. Is this a bad debt recovery? It will be also be added to PGBP. I have a scientific research asset. Remember, guys, a microscope or this laptop. If I'm selling it, that amount will also be added to PGBP. And B is a balancing charge. Don't worry about it, guys. That's not important. This, everyone okay? So these are what deemed incomes. Has not been asked, but I'm just covering some small different concepts also. This is 24th. All right, 25th. Now, guys, in the exam, can you use SLM or can you use WDV method of depreciation, guys? SLM method can only be used by power companies. By which companies? And that example, guys, if I'm a power company, if I use SLM, I have to individually depreciate assets, which is very painful. Yes, it's like taking a batch of 100 students, teaching them one by one. Very painful. Yes, so we collectively do it, and hence we follow which method of depreciation, guys? WDV. In WDV, use something called block of asset. Example, guys, if I'm Yeshas Academy and I have to depreciate all these benches, I always start with the opening balance. What do I start with? Example wise, my opening balance of all these benches is 10 lakh. If I purchase anything, what do I do? Add. And if I sell anything, what do I do? Minus. So example, guys, I had opening balance of furniture of how many? 10 lakh. How much more furniture did I add? 2 lakh. How much did I minus? 1. So what is the balance, guys? 11 lakh. On 11 lakh, I can calculate depreciation on furniture at what rate? 10%. Are we okay? So in this case, I call it the family method. Why family method? When you sell an asset, guys, you don't have to see loss or loss of profit. Are we okay, everyone? All right. This is another method called block of asset, and WDV is the most common thing in the exam. Has this been asked in the exam? Yes. Exam question. Your opening value of the block is 10 lakh. How much is the opening value of the block? 10 lakh. You bought 4 lakh worth of assets, 2 lakh put to use for more than 180 days. That means on that 2 lakh worth of asset, will you get full year depreciation? Yes. And 2 lakh which was put to use for less than 180 days. So this you will get how much depreciation? And this is plant and machinery. Now you tell me, how do I calculate? Its total is how much? 14 lakh. No sales, guys. Yes. On 12 lakh, I will get how much depreciation? 15%, because plant and machinery. And on 2 lakh, how much I will depreciation? 7.5%. Are we okay? Remember, guys, this can also be asked. This is also part of depreciation only. This is point number 25. Just pausing it. Something that has been asked in the exam again and can be asked again, guys. Can I use my personal assets and can I introduce them into business? Example. Guys, as a student, I had 2 laptops. Then I started my CA firm. Can I take the laptops and introduce to my business? Yes. Those are called personal assets, guys. What are they called? Personal assets. Now used for what purpose? Business. So now they become which assets, guys? Business assets. That's called capitalizing. What is it called, guys? Capitalizing. Then, guys, on what value will I get depreciation? Guys, then depreciation is always on the original cost. Which cost, guys? Example, guys, I bought this laptop for 1 lakh rupees last year. Now I'm introducing into my business. I will get depreciation from 1 lakh, which is a good thing. Yes. Unless, guys, exception, unless it is a building, unless it is what? Building. If I bought a building last year, everyone hear me out carefully. If I bought a building last year for 60 lakh and now I'm introducing into my business, guys, I should get depreciation on building at what rate? 10% on how many lakh? 60? No. I have already used it for 1 year. So that building will be notionally depreciated. What is the depreciation called? Notional depreciation. Confused? I'll repeat. A car was bought for personal purposes in 2023 for 5 lakhs. For how many lakhs? Introduced into the business in 2025, will I get depreciation on how many lakh? 5 lakh. Same car changed by building. Then I will not get depreciation on original cost. I will get original cost less notional depreciation. That means assuming depreciation, I'll take the WTB. Are we okay with this, guys? Yes. All right. That's the 26th point. Anything else? Let me think. Yes, one more very important. I don't know how I missed it, but this is the next one, guys. This is 26. This is the almost the last one, guys. This is 27. Hear me out, guys. Is it okay to earn extra income? Yes. Don't worry about what's missed, guys. This is very important, and it has come in the exam 2-3 times, guys. Is it okay to earn extra income? Yes, but it's not okay to pay extra expense, especially when you pay to your specified persons. Whom are you paying, guys? Specified person. Example, guys. Hear me out. I gave a service. I'm a CA. I gave a service to a client. I was supposed to charge 2 lakh, but I charged 3 lakh. I thought he could pay. I charged him 3 lakh. Will the government have any problem? No. Higher the income. But, guys, yeah, I was paying salary to my brother. Real brother, I was paying salary to. Ideally, I should have paid him salary of only 5 lakh. I paid him 7 lakh. The government says, listen, if you pay something excessive, repeat, if you pay something and the payment has been made to a relative or a specified person, relative or a, sir, what relative I know clock, but what is specified person? Anyone whom you hold substantial interest into, or anyone who holds substantial interest in you. Substantial interest means 20%. Then that expense is disallowed. So I'm writing, guys, what is this? Excessive. Are you making an excessive payment? Excessive income is not a problem. Excessive payment to which persons, guys? Specified persons will be disallowed. Are we okay with this? Yes. And now, guys, introducing the next one, which is the sections. What are the important sections under PGBP? Guys, everyone here, you will guess and you will tell me, guys, there is a section called section 32, which is for depreciation. There is a section called section 35, which is for scientific research expense. There is a section called section 35 AD, which is for specified business. All right. Next, guys, I'm continuing the sections here. Let me continue here only, guys. Yes. Then there is a section called 35 DDA, Delhi Development Authority, which is for voluntary retirement scheme. Are we okay? Now let's come to the section 37 2B, a very complicated section, but this is for that political magazine. Do you remember donation to political magazine advertisement in that? That is section 37 2B, if you can remember. Next, Guys, were you paying someone without deducting TDS? Yes, that is section 40A1 and 40A1A. Everyone paying to without TDS is 40A1 and 1A. If you can remember, guys, this is where you're not deducting what? TDS. Next, guys, remember cash. How much cash is allowed? 10,000. That is given in section 40A3. This is cash disallowance. Anything more than that will be fully disallowed. Next, did you pay excessive to your brother? That is 40A capital A2. This is what, guys, what is this? Excessive payment. To which person? Generally related persons. Guys, exam question. You paid excessive to your sister. Disallowed. You paid excessive to your sister-in-law. No action allowed. Perfect. Yes. Next, guys, we know some common sections, which is 44AD for presumptive, 44ADA also for presumptive, 44AE for presumptive. So these are presumptive sections, guys. Anything else? That's about it. Yes. So these are some of the sections that you should know so that you can, quote these sections pretty often. And 43B, B is now very important, especially with M3. What is M3? M for micro, small, and medium enterprises. So this also is a section that becomes relatively important now. Yes. All right. Anything else which you have found difficult in PGBP which you think we should address? Yes. A, arrange accounts. You want me to explain that? Oh, it's a short, but it's never asked, and it has such minute details that you get confused. Today may not, but one day before the exam, if you focus on A, that will be your confusion. So just go through this sheet one day before the exam and just make sure all these adjustments are something that you're confident about, and then move to sums. Yes. Anyone else individually? I'm asking. People online also. There's any problem area in PGBP that we could address? Let me know, so we could address that specific problem area as well. All right, so while it took us about 40 minutes or 30 minutes to revise set off, it just took us about 1 hour to revise the main machine of PGBP, which is great. Now let's see if you are able to use these in the concepts, that is PGBP. So I'm saving this sheet also. I'll upload these sheets and then in a day or two, I will send you the Google Drive link. Here we go. This is PGBP revision part 3. Perfect. Now, as you know, guys, the first sum is always PGBP. I'm not even looking at what my scanner says. I'm just going to go to one sum or two sums and let's see how well we can answer some first questions, guys. Yes. All right. This is your DT. This is our fast track course. Here we go. ICI papers. Let's take and let's see if we are able to answer some of the questions that are asked here, guys. Everyone. Okay. Guys, typically this is where PGBP is asked, mainly the first question, guys. Who is this person? As expected, guys, there's always an individual. How many years old? 65, because we'll have to find his tax liability, and somewhere the basic exemption limit depends upon this age. He's a qualified medical practitioner. That means he's a doctor. He runs his own clinic. Income and expenditure are as under, guys. You tell me which of these belong to PGBP. Consultation fees? Yes. Salary? No. So you'll remove it and put under salaries. So how to present this? This sum is called computation of income. But right now, make up your mind so that when we do computation, it gets easier. Rental income from house property, IFHP. Dividend from foreign companies, IFOs. So only 22 lakh will remain. But how do you do this, guys? You start your PGBP not with these numbers, but with the net profit. And then you minus and add. Yes, we'll be doing this sum in greater detail, but right now just warming up to how PGBP is asked. Salary, is it a business expense? Yes. Admin expense? Yes. Conveyance expense? Yes. Power and fuel? Yes. Interest on housing loan? No. This should go to IFHP. So I minus it here. I have to add it back. Interest on education loan for son? No. Is anything personal or other heads? Remove it and put them in those heads. Amount paid to Scientific Research Association. Is it allowed, guys? Yes. All right. So new scheme, old scheme? No. I'm focusing only on which scheme right now? Old. The moment we do a new, guys, I'm telling you only 5 changes. Only, guys, there are 5 expenses which are not allowed there. I'll give you an example also, guys. Specified business, not allowed. Additional depreciation, not allowed. So there are 5 expenses which if you minus in the old scheme, you have to add them back. That's all in PGBP. How many, guys? 5. All right. He is working part-time with which hospital? Care hospital. This entire section is which head of income, guys? Salary. So I'm moving ahead. He owns a, yes, this entire thing is from house property. So this all does not matter, guys. Here, let's read the next adjustment. You tell me, guys, if you can relate and if you can answer. Everyone? Yes. Guys, are you paying some salary? Yeah. To whom are you paying? And is it excessive? Yes, you're paying excessive. How much, guys? 5,000 into 12. How much excessive? 60,000. But why, guys? Sister-in-law is not in the definition of relatives, and hence there will be no adjustment in this case. Yes. All right. Next, please read the next one. Conveyance expense include mean the moment they write include means somewhere they've already minused it. Check, guys. Have they minus conveyance expense? How much, guys? Out of 24,000, 12,000 relates to his job. So have I minus 24? So I have to make it how many thousand now? 12,000. All right. Next. Guys, is this power and fuel expense? Yes. Include means you have already minused. How much have you minus, guys? Power and fuel? 24. But 6,000 expense relates to IFHP. So I have to reduce it by 6,000. Next. Guys, admin expenses, how much have you minus? Check, guys. You minus 5 lakh 90, but you have to minus only 5 lakh 80. All right. But of course, you have to take them to the respective heads of income, which we will do in computation. Next, guys, please read. Yes. Guys, why are they giving you all these asset details? Because they have not taken depreciation. Check, guys. Have they taken depreciation? No. So you need to calculate depreciation. Guys, take your calculators. What is the opening value? 1 lakh. Fresh purchase? 25. Total asset value? No. 1 lakh. Because 25,000 has been paid in. What is the cash limit? So here, guys, only 1 lakh. 1 lakh into 15%. 15,000 is a depreciation. So you will minus 15,000 extra. Are we okay? Guys, tuition fees for granddaughter, this is deductions. Higher education of son is also deduction. These both are deductions. Are we okay with this, guys? Yes. All right. So I have a sense that we are getting comfortable with the adjustments. We'll do 1, 2 more sums like that. And then we look at what the scanner is asking. Why I don't want to do this right now? Because right now, if I do, we'll be stuck here because we've not discussed deductions. So one of the last chapters which we do is called computation of income, where nothing, guys, question number 1 you have to keep solving, and if you've done that in the classroom and you already know that, then we'll do all RTP questions at question number 1 big ones. Yes. All right. So this is something I'm ending here just randomly. Why not now only RTP, guys? Let's take an RTP question. Yes. IFOS. Yes. So what is happening here, guys? Since he asked a question related to IFHP, let me just quickly clarify. Can I give a house along with few generator? Yes. Example: 1 lakh for house, 20,000 for generator. Where will 1 lakh go? IFHP. Where will 20,000 go? IFOS. And those power and fuel expenses will be minus from that because that expense is related to that income. Yes. All right. Randomly, guys, taking a paper, May 22. Just we have to get comfortable with these adjustments. All right. We'll see which is the one which is on a full question like total income. Did we do this today? Self-acquired property. Yeah. So we've covered almost everything. It's great, guys. This is an amazing sum. You're required to compute the total income. Just let's get comfortable with what is being asked and how do you see these adjustments playing out. Yes. All right. Let's start reading, guys, one by one. Guys, we've got a sum which almost feels like a good PGBP sum, but of course has something else also. Start reading the first paragraph, guys. Who is this person? Rishabh. Exactly the same pattern. What is his age? 54. Engage in which business? Manufacturing. Stop. He will get additional depreciation. At what rate? 20%. Earn profit of 82 lakh 45 after debiting credit and following items. So you will start with 82 lakh 45,000 in your mind. Read the first one. Can I minus depreciation? Yes. Is it already minused? Yes. Short-term capital gains on transfer of listed equity shares. This should go to capital gain. Right now it is in PGB. Don't do any calculation. Just keep thinking about, you'll remove this from here and throw it where? Capital gain. So your profit will reduce by how many lakh? 10 lakh. Please read the next one. You got income tax refund of how many? 15,550, which includes interest on refund. Guys, income tax refund is not your income. Take 15,550 out, guys. So your 82 lakh 45,000 will be reduced first by 15 lakh 550. Yes, and then you'll take 4550 on IFOs. If you're thinking about it right now, you're going wrong. Think only about PGBP. Everyone okay? I'll take this entire thing out of PGBP and only put 4550 where? IFOs. Everyone okay? You look a little confused. Yes. Tell me about it. Forget that 4550. Tell me about 15,550. What is 15,550? Income tax. It has no place in PGBP. Remove it. Now, when you remove it, take only 4550. Is it your income on interest of refund? That will go to IFRS. Yes. All right. Guys, go to the next one, guys. Where does dividend go? Remove it from here. Minus it from here. Put it under IFRS. Are we okay with this? So, in a nutshell, only the first one is the right one, depreciation, which belongs to PGBP. All right. Read this next one and tell me what happens here. All right. What has Rishabh bought? A new plant. Forget, don't think of depreciation, additional depreciation together. Only think of one first depreciation. He bought a new plant and machinery on which date? 1st October, which was put to use on 1st Jan. Which date will we use, guys? 1st Jan. Always. Sorry, I forgot to mention in depreciation, you'll always see the date of put to use. So basically, you should get how much depreciation, guys? Half. Depreciation, including additional depreciation, has been computed as per which rules? And that means, guys, they are telling you something which he's done right. Don't think everything is wrong. 1 minute, 1 minute. People, guys, all of you thinking Rishabh has done something wrong, he's done absolutely right. What has he taken? Plus, he's also taken as per which rules? Good. Clap for him, guys. Done very well. Nice. Yes. So nothing wrong till the second one. Read the second one. Now, please tell me, is this a loan on which he's paying interest? Everyone of it. Just forget all this, guys. You've taken a business loan. Can a businessman take a loan? Yes. Interest should go into P&L. He's done that only. He's debited to P&L. But this is not a normal loan. This is a loan to purchase an asset. So some part of the interest should have been gone to the balance sheet on which you should have calculated depreciation. So let's calculate and let's find out the difference, guys. You tell me, guys, when was the loan taken? Guys, you will tell me and I will calculate, guys. You tell me when was the loan taken? 15th September. Stop. Guys, when was the asset put into use? 1st January. Only you will tell me the dates, guys. 1st January. Guys, please don't calculate. Tell me the number of months. September half, October, November, December. How many months? 3.5 months. All right. This 3.5 months interest should have actually gone to the balance sheet. You have taken it to the P&L. Take your calculators, everyone. Very slowly, very steadily. Take on your calculators 50 lakh. Only when I tell you to calculate, guys. Into what percent? 10.5%. Divide by 12 into 3.5. 1,53,125. Where have you minused it from? P&L. So first you will do add. Everyone okay till yes, one by one, guys. Next, you will take this 1,53,125 to the balance sheet. On that, you will get what? Don't calculate, guys. I'm not told you to calculate. Just mental maths. Yes, everyone. First impact, you will add it to your PGBP. Do you understand, guys, why? Because it should not go to your PNL. Then I will get on 1,53,125. What will I get? Debt, but half the debt. And also I will get what? But again, half. So DEP I'll get 7.5%, additional DEP I'll get 10%. Are we okay? And both these will again be minus from my P&L. So how many impacts? 3. Can we repeat this? Guys, interest from business loans should go into P&L, right or true or false? True. But this interest is different because it is on a asset. We've discussed this, guys, in our additional points. One of the points was this, yes. So up to 3.5 months, it should have gone to the balance sheet, but you minus it, so first adjustment. Now once it goes to the balance sheet, you will also have to calculate debt. But he's into manufacturing, so also, and those will be minus. So that will be the net number, guys. Here, are we okay? We are not doing the full calculation. This is also a sum which we will do in computation of income. What sum is this, guys? Which is the question number 14. Which RTP? May 22. Have a look here, guys. Guys, May 22 RTP. Question number. What is the question number, guys? 14 here. Yes. So we'll do all these questions, but if we waste time now, again, we'll have to do it then. So I'm just going to just see if we're okay with these. No, 14th is this one. Yeah, 14th. All right. Next. Advance tax paid to the year is how much, guys? 17 lakh 50. Guys, in a year, do you need to pay income tax? Yes. And he's paid, this is additional information. He's not done any adjustments. And there's no adjustment. Only thing is, in the end, if he has to pay whatever tax, you'll minus it by 17 lakh 50. Everyone okay? All right. Next, please read the next one. Again, an adjustments which we were expecting. Guys, whom did you purchase from? Brother. You should have paid him 35. You paid him 40. How much is excessive? You should not get a deduction, so you have to add it back. Next one we can't do. Next one we can't do. Next one we can't do. Guys, excellent sum. Please tell me the difference between additional information and these four information now. Those four, the impact has already been given. If it's correct, leave it. If it's wrong, correct it. Reverse it. And the additional information, you've not yet given the impact unless they tell you. Like here, they've told you this has been included where? Depreciation. This has been minused in which account? P&L. Are we okay with this? All right. Is good? Yes. Yes. Yes, because it's an expense. When you purchase, you're paying some, so it's an expense. That you were selling it to him. They were 40 lakh worth of goods, you're selling it to your brother for 38 lakh. On the income front, they don't question. On the expense front, they question. Good memory. Yes. As his question is, he's buying goods from his brother worth how many lakh? 40. He should have paid only 35. This payment is a problem. Reverse the calculation, guys. You own a jewelry store, your brother came in and you sold him the jewelry for 50,000 rupees less. Is it okay? Yes. Income, they don't have a problem. They only have a problem when it's a expense. All right. Yes, this is very natural, guys. When we go to our relative shops, sometimes we get good discounts. Income is not a problem. Yes, expense, if you pay extra, is a problem. All right. Now, guys, we are surprisingly done with PGBP, but we're not done with the sums. Let's see if there are some dedicated sums to PGBP like these, and we will talk about it. Let's talk about the difficult one. Question number 13, RTP May 2020. All right. So RTP of May 2020, question number 13. Hoping, guys, there is no other head of income. If it's IFHP or IFOS, then we'll solve the question, no problem. But if it's other heads of income, then those heads of income we will ignore. Like capital gain, we've not discussed. Salaries, we've not discussed. All right, guys, good question. Question number 13. Please read the person. Who is it? Manohar. What is his age? 53. He is in the field of taxation, consultancy in the field of taxation. Everyone read this and then we'll discuss. All right. Yes, let's see, guys, if this is okay. Guys, consultancy fees, is it okay? Yes. Share of profit from HUF. Excellent, guys. This is exam. This will not go anywhere. Interest on bank deposit, IFOS. So this will also get out from your interest on income tax. Same. Here there is no other element, so you'll take this and put it under IFOS. All right. Next, salary. Okay. Motor car expenses. Okay. Depreciation. Okay. Medical expenses. Okay. Purchase of computer. As we've discussed this. If you take capital expense, if you medical expense, I'm assuming for employees. All right. Purchase of computer, is it a capital expense? So it should go to the balance sheet, and you will not get this, guys. You will only get depreciation, guys. We've discussed this before. Any capital expense has to go to the balance sheet, and so this one has to get out. Have you minused it? So what do you need to do? Add. Bonus to employees, general expenses, often admin expense. Everything else looks okay till now, but medical expenses, I'm assuming it's office related, guys. Can you have first aid kit and all that in office? Yes. All right. Moving to the adjustments, guys. You will read the first, second, third adjustment, and then we'll talk. Yes, the first one is very predictable, guys. Any adjustment in the first one? No, because it is sister-in-law. Now, this comes in the exam, guys. These kind of adjustments, you will not believe the sister-in-law comes so often in the exam. Yes, and brother-in-law has come, sister-in-law, these kind of references are very common in the exam. And now, written down value of the assets, basically they mean they have not calculated what? Depreciation. So they have calculated. So then you have to add this back, because assuming this is wrong, so I'm adding this back, 87,500. And you tell me, guys, on motor car, guys, 25% is used for personal use. So let's do the calculation, guys, into 15% into 75. Please tell me the number. 39,375. All right. Furniture and fittings into what percent? 10%. No calculator for that. 8,000. All right. So we move to the next one, medical expenses. Family planning expenditure is how much? 15,000 incurred for employees. Guys, we've discussed this also. Family planning is allowed only for companies. Have you minused it? How do you know? It already includes. So what do you do? Add it back. Next, medical expenses for his father. Sorry, that is personal expense. So you need to add it back. Out of that 70,000, guys, both are being added back. But sir, can I take a deduction under 80D? Yes, we'll talk about it when we do 80D. Yes, all right. Next, the computer was purchased on 5th June 2019 on what? Credit. The total invoice was paid in the following manner, guys. 18,000 paid in cash. Sorry, 18,000 not allowed. Remaining amount through. So please tell me here, how much was the computer for? 90. First, did you, okay, all adjustments, guys. 1 minute, step by step. Is this wrong? What have you done? Minus. So what do you need to do? Add. People don't calculate depreciation. That's not the point. Full impact you need to go. So 90,000 is wrong. What do you do? Add. You have to take it to the balance sheet. But I can't take balance sheet 90,000. 90,000 minus 18,000. That is balance sheet only how many thousand? 72,000, on which you will calculate depreciation. Everyone okay with this? Yes. And half year, full year, how do you know? 5th June. So you'll get full year. What rate, guys? 40%. All right. Bonus was paid on 30th September 2020. 1 minute in the year 1920. Guys, everyone who's calculating only on the screen. Guys, which is the year of the question? 1920. You paid bonus after that. Is that okay? Guys, what is M3? Guys, please tell me. I for interest. E for employees. If you remember BPL, if you're paying employees any bonus, you will get the reduction only when it is paid. But sir, I paid no after the year. You can pay after the year till John. Now that tells me, is he under audit or not under audit? You tell me, guys. The consultancy fees for the previous year was 52,50,300. I told, we've discussed this point also. Was he under audit? Yes. So his due date is October. He has paid this money by September. So will he get the deduction? Yes. And already has he taken the deduction? Yes. It's such a small line but such a complicated line. Can we recap this? M3, you will get a deduction only when you pay. Have you paid it? Yes. But by when have you paid this? Guys, 30th September. But how do you know 30th September is within due date? You have to check. If he's under audit, all right, changing the question, guys. His turnover is 42 lakh. Then he is not under audit. Then what is his due date? July. When has he paid? So this amount will not be allowed. Have you minused it? Yes. What do you need to do? Add it back. Next, please read the next line. We've already discussed that. Yes, they've not told us, but Mr. Mahesh looks like a resident. So we are assuming he's a resident, guys. Yes. And you're paying him 42,000, guys. Is it already minus? Yes. So do 42,000 into 30%. 12,600 is not allowed. So you'll add it back. All right. Please read the next one. We've done this so we can discuss it. Nice. Is it a gift? Yes. Is it on marriage? No. Marriage? Anniversary. Is it from relatives? No. From friends? So, guys, this will be taxable under IFOS. Excellent, guys. This is great. I forgot to mention, since you're discussing PGBP, I forgot to mention one thing. So, which I will add. I will go back to our adjustments and PGBP revision part 3. Guys, in business and profession, can you get any gifts? Example, guys, you are going to become a CA. As a CA, if you do great work for your clients, can you get any gift? Yes. Is that gift taxable? First, which number is it? 29. Why did I do this? There's some kings, Roman king. Anyway, so I'm going to change this. What's the number now? 29. So if you get any gift in relation to your business and profession, guys, what do you do with that gift, guys? Any gift, any amount. Repeat the shortcut, guys. Any gift, any amount. Example doesn't have to be gold. It can be a movie ticket. It can, sorry, not movie ticket, no one will show, but it can be as much as a flight ticket, as much as a holiday. Any gift, any amount. So I'm just writing, guys, what is this? Gift related to PGBP. Guys, is taxable. Guys, what is the word? Taxable. And what is the shortcut, guys? Any gift, any amount. All right. So this is what it is. Let's check if there's anything else. Yes. The following other information is also given. Oh, this is something that we've done. All right. That's it, guys. That's a good question. I hope you're getting familiar now, guys. Here, we can't solve this because, of course, it has some other things also, but I'm just marking it, guys. This was difficult. I didn't think this was difficult, but it's good to mark it here that we've done this. Question number 10, RTP, May 2020. Same RTP. I'm doubting, but let's see. Question number 10. Excellent question, guys. This is only on depreciation, yes. Guys, this year was a little different. So I'm going to change this year, guys. I'm going to make this year. He purchased the car in 2020, everyone. So I'm going to make it 2021. 2021. All right. Guys, don't read this second part. We'll solve that later. All right. Now, guys, read this and calculate depreciation. Over to you all, guys. All right, guys, what has he bought? A car. And he's using it only on alternate days. I don't know why, guys, which Vastu is complying with, but he's using it only on alternate days. And he bought it on which date, guys? 25th September, and he put it to use from that day itself, guys. Yes. Car cost is how many lakh? 15 plus GST, total price 19 lakh 20. If you know a little bit GST, guys, you know that GST on car is not, it's block credit. So this entire amount will go to the balance sheet, guys. Yes, how much will go to the balance sheet? 19 lakh 20,000. He put his car to use from 25th September 2021 itself. He estimates the use of the car for personal purposes how much percent? So whatever the number is, I will multiply it by 75%. He's advised by his friends that since the car has been only run on alternate days, half the depreciation which is otherwise allowable will be actually allowed. Is that right, guys? No. So will he get full depreciation? Yes. So what is the rate of depreciation? 15%. Please do 19 lakh 20,000 into 15%. How much is that? 2 lakh 88,000 into 75% is how much, guys? 2 lakh 16,000. All right. Determine the depreciation allowable on the car in this year if this is the only asset in the block. If this car would also be used in the subsequent assessment year 21-22 on the same terms and conditions, what will be the depreciation allowable? Is the car value will be reduced by 19 lakh 20,000 minus 2 lakh 88. So guys, how much will the car value be next year? 16 lakh 32,000. Everyone, why not only 2 lakh 16? Because guys, the car is used. Even if it's personal use, will it depreciate? Stop, 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 guys. Everyone, next year, how much is the value of the car? 16 lakh 32. Sir, but why are you minusing 2 lakh 88? Because see, guys, the car does not understand it's being used for business or personal purpose. The tire will be used, wear and tear will happen the same way. So next year on 16 lakh 32, everyone again calculate into 15% into 75%. Are we okay with this? 1 lakh 83,600. All right. Nice, good question. I felt this was a nice, different question. So this is question number 10. We move to the easier questions now, or medium questions. Question number 8, RTP May 21. May 21, question number 8. No, they've asked specifically what will be the amount in the balance sheet. So the original value minus the full depreciation, 2 lakh 88. Yes, because see, you know, I know the car is being used for business and personal, but the car is being driven, so it is depreciating fully. So you will take it the full value to the next year minus 2 lakh 88, and then on that depreciation you will take only 75%. Yes, that is only for income tax. Absolutely. All right, this is a lady Rim Jim, and there's some question around it, which is an MCQ. Let's see if you're able to answer it, guys. Here we go. Here we go, guys. This is Rim Jim, 32 years, interior decorator, has professional receipts of how much, guys? 25 lakh 60,000 for the previous year, 2021. So is this PGBP? But this is not a profit, guys. This is a turnover. What is the turnover, guys? 25 lakh 60,000. Can I minus expenses from that? Yes. She also earned how much as dividend, guys? 1 lakh 25, which will go to which head of income? IFOS. How much can I take here? 1 lakh 25,000. And 4 lakh 65 is interest income on FD. So I'm taking 4 lakh 65. But since they are asking me for which income? Total income. Will I get deduction also? Yes. I have to check for 80 TTA. I'll explain 80 TTA finally right now only in some time. All right. Next. She incurred expenses of 13 lakh for a profession. Can I minus 13 lakh, guys? Expenses? Yes. So this is 13 lakh. Please do 25 lakh 60,000 minus 13 lakhs. How much is that? 12 lakh 60,000 is a profit. And interest on loan for making investment in shares on which he received dividend. Excellent, guys. You tell me, is this allowed as a reduction? Yes. How much? 1,000? 30,000. What is the dividend income? 1 lakh 25,000 into 20%. So can I minus 30,000? No, I can only minus how many thousand? 25,000. So I'm rewriting this, guys. 1,25,000 minus 25. How much is that? 1 lakh. And this is 4,65,000. All right. People who are not participating, guys, please participate and please answer. Guys, so your PGBP income is 12 lakh 60. Your IFOS income is 5 lakh 65. Stop. Guys, a person who is below 60 years can try and take deduction under 80 TTA, but that is given only for savings account. This is which interest from which account? Fixed deposit. So for which you will not get TTA, guys. Any other deductions? No. So everyone, let's total it up. 12 lakh 60 plus 1 lakh plus 4 lakh 65. How much is that, guys? 18 lakh 25. Option is option D. Is everyone okay? All right, everyone. All right. Good. Slightly refreshing question here as well. And this is where we go to the next one. This is question 8. Question number 3A, Jan 25 paper. 3A. Okay, let's see what is in 3A and Jan 25. This is Jan 25. Question number 3A. Okay, what is the meaning of micro and small enterprise under section 43B? Guys, micro enterprise and small. Guys, remember into 5. Yes, 1 crore and 5 crore. And 5 crore and 25 crore. Yes, one is turnover, one is assets. Yes. Guys, these are the next ones. Compute depreciation. Again, this is also something on PGBP only. Over to you all, please. All right. There are how many assets? 1, 2, 3. Let's see what is the depreciation of machinery costing how many lakh, which was used for scientific research related to business and deduction under section 37. 35 was allowed 40,000. Yes. Compute the depreciation allowed on the assets. Guys, on this, how much depreciation should you get? 4 lakh. Because how much? 100% deduction you should get. All right. Okay. A laptop received as a gift from a friend costing 60,000 was purchased on 1st April 2022 by his friend. Guys, will you get a deduction for this? No deduction, because how much did you pay? 0. So you won't get any deduction. A temporary wooden structure costing 70,000 deducted in December 23, which was used for business purpose. Temporary structures, guys, you will get depreciation at what rate? 40%. Are we okay with this? Which, oh, sorry, December. Yes, of course it matters. This is 20%. Sorry, didn't read that. Yeah, so 20% here is a tricky thing because you didn't pay, guys, you will not get depreciation. Are we okay with this? All right. So this is the question, which is a nice question again, guys, something different. All right. Next question number 3 in November 19. Question number 3 in November 19. Yes. Hi, this is a question on section 44A. How much will be his income? Here, I'll just make it slightly better so you can read better. Okay. This is the table. And this is the date. Okay. Putting it in one page so that you can solve it and then we will discuss it. Here we go. Okay. This is Mr. Prakash. He has the following vehicles, guys. Vehicle number ABC. Date of purchase is which year? 2017, 2017, 2017. Put to use? Yes, yes, yes. Will we see put to use? No, put to use is only for depreciation. And here, guys, in 1819, he purchased the following vehicles. Basically, we have to calculate for which year? 1819, guys. Assessment year? 1920. So we have to calculate for 1890. Guys, just answer my question. Were these purchased in this year? Yes, these were purchased last year. Will they continue this year also? Yes, for the whole year. Over to you all, guys. Whatever you can understand, try and figure 44A, what is the amount of income under PGBP. Over to you all. People online as well, please calculate and tell me the number. Remember, it is 7,500 per vehicle unless the vehicle is more than 12 tons. Like if this is 13,000 kgs, guys, then how many? 13 tons or 13,000? Yes. All right. Over to you all. 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Let's start, everyone. This is basically these three assets have been bought and used throughout the year. So can we multiply all of them, guys? So this the A1, 7,500 into 12. How much is that? 90,000. So A will give you an income of 90,000. B will give you 13,000 into 12. How much is that, guys? 1,56,000. All right. Next, C will give you, C is 12,000 exact. They've given you to confuse you. 7,500 into 12. How much is that, guys? 90,000. Now D and E. D was purchased and put to use. Which date will you look at? Purchase. April. Will I take April also? Yes. 7,500 into how many months? 12 months. Again, how many thousand? 90,000. And E, guys, in the month of May. So I will not take April. So 15,000 into 11. How much is that? 1,65,000. Please total up all these. So 2,70,000 plus 156 plus 1,65,000. Guys, total is 5,91,000. I'm twisting the question here, guys. This is as per 44E. If it, as per books of accounts is 5,50,000, which one will he take? 5,50,000, whichever is lower. Are we okay? Yes, yes, yes. All right. Computer's income, how many marks, guys? 4 marks. Very simple question, right? Yes. All right. Okay, got it right. Got it right. Okay, okay. Yes. All right. So only confusing part is put to use. You don't have to ignore, guys. Okay, let's confuse it a little bit more. What if they want to take some more deduction after this? Depreciation. No, unabsorbed depreciation. Business loss. Yes, that you can minus. Guys, anything from PGBP you cannot take. Anything other than PGB you can minus, guys. Yes. All right. So this is where carry forward losses, yes. But this year's PGBP expenses you cannot take. That door is closed. So can I take this year's depreciation? No. Can I take this? So anything which is brought forward you can take. Unabsorbed depreciation you cannot take because that goes in PGBP only, 30 to 2 section. Yes, but they say that once you follow presumptive income, you go on to depreciation also and additional depreciation. Technical, I'll give you technical knowledge about this. Depreciation is section 32. Additional depreciation is a concept, is from PGBP only, section 30 to 2. That's why both are not given. Whereas all your losses are section 70, 71. So those are given. Yes. Slightly technical, but I hope you understood that. Yes. Even SRE will not get, even FPE will not get. Whatever is the impact for UAD is the same impact for SRE and FPE. All right. Guys, this is another paper, which is a good one. You can do these sums later once again. This is, was it November 19? I'm not sure which one. Yeah, November 19. All right. So this is also something that we finished. Now question number 3A, the second part from May 24 paper. Here we go. May 24, 3A, the second part. All right. Very, very simple. This question comes in your exam, guys. This is very, very simple. Read it and tell me if what is a deduction under section 35, which is scientific research, another section that we have thought will come in the exam. So, I think the simplest question, guys, here, it's all about scientific research, guys. Can I take a deduction for 1 lakh? Yes. Capital expenditure? Yes. Approved Research Association? Yes. Indian Company for Scientific Research? Yes. Expenditure? No, because purchase of land. Revenue expenditure? Yes. So everything except this you can take, guys. This for this you got how many marks, guys? 4 marks. But remember, guys, a easy paper means easy for everyone. That's not a great paper. The paper has to be set slightly. I know a difficult paper is bad, yeah, but medium level, because this everyone will get 4 marks. So there is no competitive edge that you will get. So somewhere, guys, this kind of questions spoil, or this kind of paper will spoil it. And also remember, when there is an easy question like this, like 4 marks, there will be an offset of a difficult question. Yes, but try and see that the balance is maintained. So when you see a difficult question, remind yourself that there'll be something slightly easier. So they've given you something very difficult. Yes. All right. So this is a very easy one. So I've written it here as easy. And this one is a wrap. But guys, we'll get a slightly better grip. We are at 7:15, and we've been in DT PGBP for 1 hour 44 minutes, which I feel when you revise PGBP and you spend only 1 hour 45 minutes, you'll not be satisfied with it. Yes. So let's give it its due. Let's go to ICI material and solve some questions. Yes. And see if you are able to answer. I have another sheet here which is called important points, in which for PGBP these are some of the questions that I thought we should do. Let's see if you're able to understand these concepts, guys. Do you know depreciation concept well? Yes. This is that TDS concept. Do you know that well? Oh, partner salary interest limitation. We completely forgot. We'll discuss that as well. Guys, do you understand micro and small well? Yes. 44AB audit. Do you understand well? This is presumptive income. There's a sum on page number 3.306, which we have to solve, which we will solve. Okay. Late charges are compensatory in nature and allowed as deduction. Some important points. Yes. So these are illustrations, and when we do this, let's try and see if you are able to do it. Let's start with illustration number 9. I'm opening up. This is study material PGBP. Yes, this is illustration number 9. Illustration 1. I'll just search. Straight at illustration number 9. All right. Over to y'all. Read this question. This is on some payment where you've not deducted TDS, and let's answer. Everyone, please read illustration number 9. These are some 2 payments which you're making. See whether you'll get this deduction or not. Pretty simple, guys. Both these are resident pays, is that right? And you are making a payment without TDS deduction. What would be the consequence of non-deduction by delta on these amounts during the financial year 24-25? For 24-25, when should I ideally pay this? During the year. If I forget during the year, can I pay it at the end of the year by John also? Yes. salary to its employee, Mr. X, credited and paid in March 2025. Will you get the deduction? Yes. How much deduction will you get, guys? Why not? Oh, sorry, my bad. Credited and paid the amount without TDS. So, guys, 30% will be disallowed. How much disallowed, guys? 12 lakh into 70% allowed. You will only get deduction of 8 lakh 40,000. All right. And director's remuneration, same way, guys, on which TDS had to be deducted. So, guys, 28,000 into 70%, 19,600. Would your answer change if Delta Limited had deducted tax on director's remuneration in April and the time of payment and remitted in July 2025? Would your answer change? Guys, no, it will not change because you need to deduct in the year, pay till June. Yes, everyone, small twist in the tail. You have to deduct in the year. Year ends in March and you have to pay by when? June. Can we repeat this, guys? TDS has to be deducted during the year and paid by June. This is deducted when? April. It's after the year, so your answer still 30% will be disallowed. Are we okay with this? This is question illustration number 9. I'm putting it in this sheet since we need more sums here, guys. This is illustration number 9. And if you get confused, what illustration? ICI illustration number 9. All right. Which is the next one, guys? 11, 13, 16. All right. This is 11. So we haven't discussed it. It's a good time to discuss this. Everyone, let's pay attention to this. Guys, I'm a business, but I'm a partnership firm. Who am I? Partnership firm. As a partnership firm, guys, can I pay interest and salary to my partners? Let's talk about first interest. Everyone, slightly tricky, also amendment, so pay attention. Which is this firm? Also called what? LLP. Guys, they've taken a business bank loan, guys, and they are paying 18% interest. Is it okay? Whom are they paying to? Bank. How much interest? 18. I want a little more participation. How much interest? Can they pay 18%? Yes. Can they pay 24%? Yes. Can they pay 26%? Yes, because they are paying to whom? Banks, anyone else. But guys, if they take money from partners, whom are they taking money from? And on that money, capital account, current account, whichever account they take money, guys, if they are taking money from the partners and paying interest, the maximum interest they can pay is up to how much percent? 12%. 10%? Okay. 11%? Okay. 12%? Okay. 13%? No. That means even if they pay, they will get a deduction only up to 12, and the partner's income will also be considered only up to 12. Example, guys, they paid 11% interest, 11 lakh. Will they get a deduction? Yes. Partner's income will also be 11 lakh. They paid 13% interest, 13 lakh. No, they will get deduction only of 12 lakh, and partner's income will also be the same, only 12 lakh, and that will go under PGBP. Remember, this is P interest. What interest? P interest. Everyone okay? This can be paid to any partner, the dormant partner also, working partner also, any partner who gives you money. Any partner who gives you money. Guys, moral of the story, this is called P interest. What is it called? For you and me. P interest, is it allowed as a deduction? Yes, but only up to 12%. And which partner? Any partner who's given you money. All right. Next, guys, this is again the same partnership firm, and this is again the same LLP. They have employed a CEO and they are paying salary of 1 crore to the CEO. Can they pay? Yes, because he's the third person. But guys, if they pay salary to whom? Partners, which we call as what? P salary. That's a shortcut, guys, for partner salary. The government says there is a limit up to which you can pay salary. Guys, everyone, if your parents are rich, can you get a lot of pocket money? Yes. If your parents don't earn too much, then your pocket money will also not be too much. Same logic applies here. They say, partnership firm, first tell me your profits. First tell me your profits. After minusing everything, including interest up to 12%, you can minus, and tell me your profits. These will be called book profits. What will be they called? Example, the partnership firm says my book profit is 10 lakh. What is the book profit? 10 lakh. Watch a big change. They say you divide the profit into up to 6 lakh, up to 6 lakh and above 6 lakh. Can you tell me the numbers, guys? Up to 6 lakh, above 6 lakh will be 4 lakh. Up to 6 lakh, you can pay 90%, guys. Up to 6 lakh, how much percent? 90. So please tell me 92 into 6, 5 lakh 40,000. And above 6 lakh, you can pay 60%, guys. So 4 lakh into 60%, 2 lakh 40. That means, guys, adding it up, 7 lakh 80,000, guys. Partnership firm, you can pay to your partner salary, remuneration, etc. All the partners you can pay, but you cannot pay more than 7 lakh 80. Can I pay 7 lakh 50? Yes. 7 lakh 80? Yes. 8 lakh? If you pay, you'll get deduction only of 7 lakh 80, and the partner's income will also be 7 lakh 80. Can we recap everyone? This is called P salary. What is it called? Guys, this can be only paid to people who are working, because salary is only paid to people, partners who are working. Yes. Guys, what is the change? Earlier, this used to be 3 lakh. They've doubled it to 6. And of course, earlier this used to be above how many lakh? 3 lakh. They doubled it to 6. Guys, partnership firm has a profit only of 1 lakh. Do the maths again, guys. Only 1 lakh means up to 6 lakh, how many lakh? Above 6 lakh, 0. Into 90%, how much is that? 90,000. So, sir, only 90,000? No. The government said if the number is too low, you can at least pay 3 lakhs to all the partners. How much? Earlier, this number was 1 lakh 50. So, what they've done is, because inflation increases, price of coffee, price of other things also increase, they've also increased this limit. So, partners, you can get a little more money. Everyone okay? Can we recap? Partner's interest, partner salary. Which one will you check first in the exam? Interest. Interest can be paid up to, what if you pay extra? Then you will get a deduction only up to 12, and the partner salary income will also be only up to 12. Partner salary will be based on book profits. First up to 6 lakh into 90%, above 6 lakh into 60%, and that is my upper limit, guys. That is the maximum I can pay. If I pay more than that, I will get deduction only up to that limit, and partner salary also will be only up to that limit. Are we okay? Salary can be paid to any partner. No, only working. Interest can be paid to any partner. Yes. All right. Everyone, now we get back to that same sum here from ICI material. I don't even know whether ICI material is now. Yes. On that only. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You tell me, guys. A firm has paid what? 8 lakh. This is the same sum actually. What is the book profit? 10 lakh. If you take 10 lakh, what number had we got? 7 lakh 80. How much are they paying? So how much will be allowed as a deduction? 7 lakh 80, and partner's income will also be 7 lakh 80. All right. That's the 13th question. We got 7 lakh 80 here. We have 16th question. Next one minute. After 13th question, 16th question. 16th illustration. All right. To all the partners. Yes. To all the partners in the whole year. Why so less? Because anyways, partnership firm is also making in the whole year only 10 lakh. Yes. All right. Guys, this is the question. Everyone, read the first one. Is Mr. Praveen eligible for presumptive income under 44 AD? Over to you all. You'll need a calculator, guys. Yes. Guys, what is this turnover? 2 crore 98 lakh 50,000. Guys, for presumptive income, guys, 44 AD, what is the actual limit? 2 crore. But what is the extended limit now? 10 crore. Guys, 2 crore is the limit. No, sorry. There is, I forgot to mention, that is for audit. For presumptive income, there is 2 crore or 3 crores. Guys, let me recap everyone. Sorry about this. Guys, presumptive income can be taken by people whose turnover is 2 crore. But that 2 crore now has been increased to 3. But sir, you said 1 crore to 10. That is audit. For presumptive income, 3 crore. That means this guy is almost touching 3 crores. He can go for presumptive, but only if his transactions are low. Guys, how much is the cash transaction check, guys? 14 lakh on the entire amount of how many? Turnover is how much, guys? 2 crore 98. Out of that, guys, let's read. Amount received in cash during the year 24-25 is 14 lakh and balance received through prescribed electronic modes on or before 31st July. His income from the said business as per books of accounts is how many lakh? 15 lakh. Computer retail trade is the only source of income. All right, perfect. So is he eligible, guys? Yes, because it's up to how much percent, guys? 5%. So is he eligible for presumptive tax? Yes. If so, determine his income from retail trade as per is eligible presumptive income, guys. Now take 2 crore 98 lakh 50,000. What is the percentages, guys? 8% and 6%. 6% when he gets no electronic mode, and 8% when other than electronic. So other than electronic is how much? 14 lakh. Everyone do 14 lakh into 8%. 1 lakh 12,000 is the assumed profit from 8%, and the bigger number, guys, 2 crore 98 lakh 50,000 minus 14 lakh into 6%. 17 lakh 7,000. Please total both these numbers, guys. 17 plus 1 lakh 12. How much is that, guys? So the second number is 18 lakh 19,000. Now, guys, there are two routes on Google Map. Which one will you choose? Swiggy and Zomato, which one will you choose? Whichever is lower. Same way here also, guys, which one will you choose? Whichever is lower. Presumptive income is showing you this. Let's see the other. In this case, Mr. Praveen wants to declare profits as per his books of accounts. Books of accounts are only showing. So which one will you take, guys? 15 lakh. Are we okay? But guys, he has already taken, Mr. Praveen, last year was the year he has already taken presumptive income. I have forgotten to mention this, but this is not so important, that once you take presumptive taxation under section 4481 minute, once you take 44, the government expects you to take 4480 for the next 5 years. And in case you break that chain of 5 years, guys, then that year the government wants to know what happened to you. So audit your books, get them made. So make your books of accounts, get them audited. And for the next 5 years, you can't choose which presumptive income. Let me simplify. Guys, how many routes do you have to go to a location? Two. You have taken 1 year presumptive taxation route. The government is saying for the next 5 years, you have to take which route? If you want to take the other route, guys, what are the three punishments? First, arrange your account. Second, audit the books. And third, you cannot use presumptive taxation route for the next 5 years. All right. What is the due date for filing return of income under both the options? Excellent, guys. Very good question. Guys, under presumptive taxation, you are not subject to audit. So the due date is 31st July. In the other case, you're subject to audit. So your due date is October. Are we getting this, guys? Yes, this is illustration number 16. I thought this was really nice, so I'm going to add it here in the difficult one. Illustration 16. All right. I'm going to highlight it because we're done with this. We're done with this also, actually. His cash transactions, yes. No. See, the moment you're above 2 crore, you have to check for cash. Only then you're eligible. And his cash was less than 5% cash transaction. That's why he was eligible. All right. That's question number 16. Question number 17 next, guys. Let's look at illustration number 17. Guys, good question. Something that has been, you've checked for this before, but there's a small twist at the end, guys. First, read the question. What is he into? Which business? Goods vehicles. Guys, can he fall for 44A? What's the condition? The number of vehicles should not be more than 10. Total it up. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, guys, is he eligible? Yes. Just tell me the numbers, guys. 1 minute. For this all, it's 7,500. Only for the last two, it's 15,000. Simplifying, yes. Guys, all these 10th of April means you'll take it from April. Don't worry about the multiplication right now because we've done a sum on this. Guys, this answer, read this. Would it matter if you know, guys? In this case, it does not matter when it's put to use. Put to use as a concept is only used in case of depreciation. Guys, very good question. But again, I feel it's a repetitive question, so I'm not putting this, or I'm putting it in easy, guys. This is, yes, yeah. So illustration number, which one is this, guys? 17. All right. Perfect. Guys, now we go to practical question number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. The answers, questions. Okay, very simple question. Yes, this is a part of a Yeshas book also. This came in the exam also. Read it. But for coffee, guys, how much is your business profit? 40%. If it's only grown and cured, 25. Read the question. Don't do any tough calculation. Just read it and then we will discuss. Guys, he's only into growing and clearing, guys. So the percentage ultimately will be how much percent? 25. But 25% of what? Not his turnover, is ultimate profit. That's what we need to calculate. But don't calculate, guys. What is the sale value? 22 lakh. Can you minus that 3 lakh, 3 lakh 10? Yes. Machinery, what is the depreciation rate? 15. Cars, what is the depreciation rate? 15. And guys, will you also minus car running expenses? Yes. How much? 1,000? 50,000. Personal use is how much? 20. So you'll take only 80%. Yes. All right. So you will minus all that, and whatever profit you get, you will multiply it by what percent? 25%. Yes. All right. That's question number 10. I felt it was very easy, so I'm not putting it up. Yes. Any doubts here? Okay. Okay. All right. This, by the way, is a rule called Rule 7B. P for barista. That was the coffee shortcut. Yes. All right. The next question is question number 9, then 8, then 7. Question number 9. This is a good question, guys. Here. Read this. Tell me if everything looks okay here, guys. Looks okay? Yes. All right. The sales, closing stock, purchase of raw material, everything looks as good as PGBP should look. Net profit is 5 lakh. The dividend from domestic companies. Take it from here, take it to IFOS. Income from agriculture, exempt. SGST penalty, not allowed. Late fees allowed, interest allowed, penalty, infraction of law, not allowed. GST paid. General expenses. Interest to bank on machinery term loan. Now this depends till the date of put to use, not allowed. After put to use, allowed. So we'll have to see details. Depreciation, okay. Net profit, okay. Please read these 5 points and then we'll talk. All right. My mic's not working, but I think should be okay. The other one's working for online. Guys, audible? Yes. All right. Admin expenses 46,000. Guys, how much should be allowed? 36. This is something expected, guys. Next one. Expected. Okay. Next one. Not expected. But guys, if you make a mistake or you miss something, can you include it? Yes. So there are two views around it. First, I'll tell you this view, simpler view, and then I'll tell you the complicated view also. So 4,000 into 12, can I take it as a deduction? Yes. Next. Guys, bank term loan interest actually paid up to 31st March 2025 was how much? 20,000 and the balance was paid in November. So you will get deduction only up to how many thousand? 20,000, which is the bank loan term 60,000. So out of 60,000 guys, you will not get how much? 40. All right. Housing loan principal repaid is deduction. All right. Depreciation. Please calculate depreciation. Ignore application. Okay, this is okay. Depreciation. Yes. What is the opening value? 11 lakh 90. How much additions for more than 180 days? Total additions 4 lakh. So 11 lakh 90 plus 2 lakh plus how many lakh? 2 lakh. Out of that, guys, 13 lakh 90 will be taken as full year depreciation. So into what rate? And 2 lakh will be taken at what depreciation, guys? 7.5%. Are we okay with this, guys? Yes. All right. Let me show you something so that you get a little confidence of how ICI material helps in the exam, guys. Just keep this picture in mind, everyone. I'll just show you something which is here. Just 1 second. Yes. No, not this one. Not this one. Just 1 second. Sorry, I'm not getting it, but this same thing, 2 lakh, guys, was asked in the sum also in the exam. Check for one more paper. Yes, can you check this, guys? They made 11 lakh 90 as what? 12 lakh. Yes, so a lot of the relevance comes from this. So this is just one example. There are many examples. That coffee question also came in the exam also. Yes, in fact, we've done that coffee question even in class. I think it's November 22. Just let me show you that coffee question also, if it's possible. I'll check one more paper. Yes. Guys, can you see this coffee question? Yes, this also came in the exam. So a lot of repetition happens. This is value 1. They did not give that extra 50,000 deduction at the end. So that is the only difference. All right. This is question number 9, 8, all this. We have to just go to question number 6. So this is question number 9. Now question number 8. Yes, everyone, this is the question. Any of these can be easily replicated in the exam. Let's read, everyone. Right now it's 7:45. 3 minutes for you to get the answer. Compute total income of Mr. Sukhwinder. Over to you all, please. So how to present this question in case. All right. So this, you're talking about the ninth question. We'll talk about it. Maybe we'll write it also if we get time today, or else we'll write it tomorrow. But right now, just trying to finish before our class ends. I want to finish these three questions. In tomorrow's class, Janvi will write that question as well. Yes, guys, any answers? Confusing? Let's see. Mr. Sukhwinder is engaged in the business of plying goods carriages. On 1st April 2024, he owns how many trucks? 10 trucks, out of which 6 are heavy, and the gross vehicle weight of the heavy one is 15,000. On 2nd May 2024, he sold one of the heavy goods vehicles. Yes. And purchased a light goods vehicle on 6th May. Guys, is this okay to sell one and buy one? Guys, totally how many vehicles? 10. All this question, guys, here. 4 light vehicles, 7,500 into 12. We are starting with the first one, not with the one that he purchased. And how many vehicles heavy? 6. But how many were sold and bought? 1. So we'll not take that, guys. We'll take only 5. So whichever is clear ones, we'll take that first. So 5 heavy vehicles into how many thousand? 15,000 into 12. So guys, 15,000 into 12 into 5. How much is that? 9 lakh. Are these incomes sure, guys? Yes. So 9 lakh is sure, 3 lakh 60 is sure. I'm calculating that. Now let's focus again on light. When was the light one purchased? 6th May. So will we take it from May onwards? Yes. So one vehicle into 7,500 into 11 months. How much is that? 82,500. And heavy vehicle was sold in which month? 2nd May. So will I take it for 2 months? Yes. So 15,000 into 2. How much is that? 30,000. Guys, why till May I took? Because 2nd May. Everyone okay with this? Yes, yes, yes. Look confused. Yeah, what is the confusion?
The same vehicles. Why did we take 6?
No, we took only 5. So what we did is, guys, once again, what I did was I took the ones which had no sale or purchase. Guys, did we have 4 light vehicles throughout? And did we have 5 light heavy vehicles throughout? So that is 4 plus 5, 9. Only the other one I sold and bought. Yes. So please calculate, guys. 9 lakh plus 30,000 plus 82,500 plus 3 lakh 60. How much is that? 13 lakh 72,500. This is Google Maps. So one route. Let's see what is a Google Map other route, guys. Freight charges collected 12 lakh 70. Operational expenses 6 lakh 25. Depreciation, other office expenses, net profit is how much, guys? 4 lakh 45. Which one would you want to take, guys? 4 lakh 45. Are we okay with this, guys? Yes, that's question number 8. We move. Yeah. What if it is sold and bought on the same day? Depends. Now again, then it comes to timing. But at no point on time you should have more than 2 vehicles, more than 10 vehicles. Yes. So the question will be like, if he's bought first and then sold, then in the whole year he cannot use presumptive income. If you have 10 vehicles, you buy first and you sell one, then you cannot use presumptive income, because even for one day it should not go more than 10 goods vehicles. Yes. So technically people know this and they try and first sell and then buy. Yes. All right. Everyone, that's question number 8. We move to question number 7. I want to finish before I want to end the session in 10 minutes, but I want to end the session saying that PGBP questions have been discussed. If you have to write it tomorrow, we'll write one to tomorrow. Yes. Everyone, please read question number 7. Tell me if everything looks okay here. Yes, except one thing. Income from UTI, you'll take it and put it where? IFOS. So you'll start with the profit here and take it, remove that. Guys, read this. Loss on sale of shares. This will go to capital gain loss. Remember, you can set it off. If not, carry it forward. All right. Please. Oh, we forgot this one. Yes, we are opening one more. Everyone, PGBP revision part 3. I think it's already open. Yes. Yeah. Guys, good that we've encountered that question point number 30, guys. A lucky number to end also, guys. 30. Hopefully this will end. If there is any adjustments in which stock, opening stock and which stock, guys, closing stock, then we also need to adjust our PGBP profit accordingly, guys. Closing stock and profit go hand in hand. So which one will you focus on, guys? Closing stock. I'm just writing here, guys. Closing stock and profit are proportional, guys, are directly proportional. That means, guys, I'll tell you and you tell me the answer. If your closing stock by mistake is higher by 10,000, then your profit is also higher by mistake by 10,000. What do? Reduce it. And opposite impact you give for opening stock. Are we okay with this, guys? Yes. So this is another adjustment. Okay. Over to you all. Read the first, second, third one, and then we'll talk. Okay, guys. Closing stock, opening stock. Which one will you look at? Closing stock. Is it omitted? That means it is lower. That means your profit is lower. So how much will you add, guys? 18,000, and how much will you minus? 9,000. Guys, this is again coming here, guys, unreasonable to the extent of 2,000. So what will you do, guys? Disallow. Whole printing and stationery was paid by cash. Guys, how much is the printing and stationery? 23,200. So fully disallowed. Depreciation provided in the profit and loss account was 1 lakh 5 based on the following information. Opening balance of plant and machinery is how much? 4 lakh 20. Let's see if the information is right. 4 lakh 20. A new plant falling under the same block of depreciation is bought on 1st July 2024 for how many thousand? 70,000. Two old plants were sold for 50,000. So you all see the date, guys, just minus. Guys, 4 lakh 90 minus 50. 4 lakh 40 into what rate? 15%. How much is that? 66,000. So guys, is this wrong? 1 lakh 5? Yes. So they've taken extra. So what is the extra they've taken? 1 lakh 5 minus 66,000. 39,000 extra depreciation we have taken. So we'll have to add it back. Rent and taxes include GST liability of 3,400 paid on 7th April. Is it in the next year? This question is 23. No, sorry, 24, 25. Is it after that? But yes, you can pay by John. Guys, remember taxes you can pay by John M3. Yes. So is this okay? Yes. No adjustment required. And last one. General expense include 2,000, guys, paid to whom? Donation, guys. Donation is great, but it's not part of PGBP. So have you minused it? What do you do? Add. Janvi, if the question is again the similar one, and your question also here is similar, that when will we solve this, guys? This belongs to a chapter called computation of income. When we solve, you'll be able to solve these kind of questions absolutely well. Guys, here you always start with the profit and then do adjustments. Guys, going to the last one, which is question number 6. Everyone read this question and let's discuss, and let's end the session there. All good. All right, guys, payment of a business expenditure through cross check is hit, guys. Is that right? Yes. Cross check is also like cash only, so this is not allowed. Is it a condition precedent to write off in the books of accounts the amount due from debtor to claim deduction of bad debt? Yes. Only actual bad debt can be minused. Yes. Failure to deduct TDS in accordance from the amounts payable to a non-resident as rent or royalty will result in disallowance while computing the business income when the non-resident payee has not paid tax on such dues. Is that right? Yes. How much disallowed, guys? 100%. All right. So when he pays the tax, you'll get the deduction. Absolutely right. Because the government wants the GST, wants a direct tax, income tax. Yes. I am having a GST lecture in the morning and then DT. So yeah. Anyway, so which of these guys do you think we should put it here, guys? Seventh question, I thought we should put it up. Yeah. And eighth question, we already put eighth question. Let me check. No, we've not. So we'll put it, guys. Illustration number eight also I thought was good. This is eighth. And seventh also we can put it up. It's a good question to try. All right. And illustration number 16 also. So good. I'm happy that we've increased this list also. And I'm also happy that we are towards the end of PGBP. Yes, it's a big chapter, but we have dealt it in a very refreshingly different manner. And try and do it in this manner instead of just taking a book and starting to read, guys. It never ends. Yes. If you want to add to your PGBP knowledge, do yourself a favor. Tomorrow morning, go and do the ICI other questions, which I have not done in class because of lack of time. Try and do as many as you can. If you have doubts, I'm here. We can always discuss it together. Now, guys, it's that good time when we color this blue as well. Yes, so this is the tab color. All right. Now, do you tell me, guys, what are the chapters we'll pick up for tomorrow? And that's how we'll work on it. I'm saving this. Yes. All right. TDS strict. We could, very interesting it would be. All right. So since he mentioned, we'll try and do TDS. Yes. So TDS can become a big, but again, we'll do it in a nice manner, and we'll do five sections revision, and then we'll see how we can work around it. So that is one. One head of income, guys, I want to take up. PGBP is done. IFHP is done. IFOS is done. Capital gain. Yes. Capital gain also we can do. Um, Very difficult, right? Too much in a day. Okay. No problem, guys. We'll do clubbing of income, guys. Yes, that little tiny chapter we can do. And what else? Tell me one more chapter that you want to try. Rates of tax. Okay, so we'll do rates of tax as well. TDS has been asked regularly in the exam, so we'll have a lot of questions to solve anyways. So this is something, guys, please read up so that my journey here and our journey together focuses on more sums and less on concepts. Yes. Use your handwritten notes, use your revision videos, use whatever source you can to revise before you come to class. Yes. I hope PGBP is done okay and you're now confident. I'm going to save these pages in the drive. Right now, I'm building the drive on my computer. In a day or two, once it's built, I will upload it on the Google Drive and I'll share the link with you guys. Yes. All right. Ending this for PGBP. See you guys for the next few chapters soon tomorrow. People online as well. Yes. See you guys tomorrow. Crazy Craft finally woken up. Good. Everyone else, see you tomorrow.